Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Field of Dreams Baseball League. We're going to start August. We've only got 2 months left to go, and we're finally going to be done into postseason. Let's take a quick look at the standings. In the Win Division, Lehigh only 3 games over San Francisco. San Francisco quickly closing that gap up. In the Earth Division, Hagerstown and Liverpool were much closer. Liverpool now holds a 4.5 game lead over Hagerstown. Over in the Water Division, the amazing Kitsunes and Mid-Michigan are tied, and Hadley Lake only 3 games behind the two of them. Finally, in the Fire Division, we have Chicago, who's taken off pretty strong here on a good run. 79 wins so far this season, and they are 5 games ahead of Canada with 75 wins. So that's promising to be a nice race as well. Welcome, Carlos, first one into the park, and welcome, Bernie. Bernie, if you're home, I hope you had a safe trip and a nice vacation. And if you're listening in the car, well, I'll try and be as descriptive as I can so that you can hear the game as it's going on. I want to also do a sound check. If somebody can just let me know that they can hear me. We've had the last few broadcasts have been a little goofy with people not being able to hear what's going on. So just somebody give me a shout out that you can hear me. I'd appreciate that. Hello, Aaron Reed. Welcome, Aaron. We haven't seen a broadcast from you in a while. I hope you get back on again. And welcome to Midlife Crisis. Midlife, I believe you are looking to get into this league, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's get some. Anybody can hear me? Can you hear me? I don't have an answer from anybody just yet. Let me type it into the chat and make sure people can hear me. Okay, great. Bernie can hear me perfect. But midlife, yes. All right. Perfect. All right, let's get on this. We're going to sim through the whole first day to get to our first game. So let's get on with it. Manchester, who's near the bottom of their division, versus off against Cleveland. And Cleveland beats Manchester 10-1. Walsh with his 8th win of the season. Gentry goes 0-1 on the season for Manchester. Vegas, Bernie, Vegas at Marshfield. And Vegas squeaks one by 11-10. Smith gets his first win of the season, Bernie, 1-0, 1-0 for the season. Gaston gets his 8th loss. He goes to 2-8. Baez went 3 for 3, hit a home run, and knocked in 3 RBIs. Chico's at Hagerstown, and Hagerstown takes down Chico's 4-2. Wright goes 7-6 on the season. Kane drops to 3-9, which is why he's not going on with me next season. D-Gens at Liverpool. Liverpool with a big win over the D-Gens, 11-6. Rio goes 1-0 for the season. Arrieta to 8-8 on the season. Canada at Florence. Canada beats Florence 3-1. Newhauser, 19 wins this season, only 6 losses. Anderson gets his first loss of the season. He's 0-1 so far this year. Fort Lee at T-ville. Fort Lee squeaks by T-ville 4-3. Sorry about that, Carlos. Key gets his 10th win. He's 10-8 on the season, while Scherzer drops to 4-12. The Amazing Kitsunes at Edmonton, and the Amazing Kitsunes loses to Edmonton 6-4. Oswalt with his 9th win. Schilling goes 9-9 on the season. Mid-Michigan at St. Pete. Mid-Michigan shuts out St. Pete 3-0. Morris will get his 6th win. He's 6-7 on the year, while Vandermeer goes to 9-10 for the year. Lehigh at Long Island. Lehigh 2, Long Island 1. Donahue with his 14th win of the season, and Bumgarner drops to 7-10. I have to do something real quick. I have to silence these servers. Otherwise, we will get pop-ups, so we don't want that. All right, let's get back to the action. David, welcome, David. All right, back to the action. Chicago at Lancaster. Chicago squeaks one by Lancaster 6-5, so they're going to hold on to that 5-game lead over Canada, even though Canada won. Rixey goes 17-3 for the season. What a great season Rixey's having. 10-inning game. Watt goes to 1-1 on the season. Dallas at San Francisco. San Francisco beats Dallas 6-5, so they continue to push towards or trying to get closer, hang in there against Lehigh. Manchester in their doubleheader today against Cleveland. And this time Manchester takes the second game of the day, 8-7. Lions 6-9 on the season. Alt-Rock 9-14. Vegas and Marshfield, their doubleheader for today. And Vegas takes both games today. They win 6-2. Benz 7-6 on the season. Snell drops to 2-9. Fosse Bernie goes 3 for 5 today with a double. Chico's Hagerstown also has a doubleheader. And Chico's drops both games today to Hagerstown 9-4. Price goes 5-4 on the season, while Weimer goes to 7-10. Mantle 2 for 4 with a home run. Dallas at San Fran, another doubleheader. Dallas beats San Fran 9-3. Seacott 10-7 on the season. Fernandez drops to 5-12 for the year. Hadley Lake at Brooklyn to round out today. And Hadley Lake beats Brooklyn 6-2. On we move to Tuesday. Lehigh takes gains half a game lead over San Fran, now leading by 3.5. Liverpool over only 4 up now on Hagerstown. Mid-Michigan has a 1-game lead over Amazing, and Chicago holds on to that 5-game lead over Canada. Since Carlos was the first into this stands tonight, we're going to do a T-ville game, and then tomorrow we're going to do a Chicago game because that's got to be a good lineup game on. Okay, I lost my headphones there for a minute, but I think we're back. If you guys can't hear me, I'm sure somebody will yell something out and let me know. Chicago at the Amazing Kitsunes. Chicago, a squeaker, 2-1. Bratch goes 2-2 for the season. Miller 4-3. Manchester at Long Island. Long Island beats Manchester 6-3. Saberhagen goes 9-10 on the year. Higbee drops to 4-8. Brooklyn at Canada. Canada with a huge win over Brooklyn, 6-1. Hill with his second win of the season. Tillman gets his 10th loss. Chico's at D-Gens. Chico's beats the D-Gens. Hubble gets his second win of the season, while Joss goes to 11-12 for the year. Fort Lee at Hagerstown. Hagerstown beats Fort Lee 3-1. They're going to continue to push towards Liverpool. Santana 1-0 on the year. Mount Peterson drops his 12th. Cleveland at Lehigh. Lehigh squeaks by Cleveland 7-5. Luque goes 11-11 for the year. Fitzsimmons loses his second. St. Pete at Marshfield. Marshfield 4, St. Pete 2. Archer with his 4th win. Darvish with his 9th loss. Dallas at Liverpool. Liverpool 8, Dallas 2. Hunter gets his first win of the year for Liverpool, while Rourke gets his 6th loss. He's 6-6 for the year. Hadley Lake at Florence. Hadley Lake loses to Florence 7-6. Norris gets his 6th win, while Allen goes to 1-6 for the year. Mid-Michigan at Lancaster. Lancaster squeaks by Mid-Michigan 4-2. Buckeye is 10-4 on the season, and Gibson 4-3. And we're going to go off now to this the T-ville San Fran game. We'll go ahead and play this one out because Carlos was the first one in. All right. Well, we're at Fenway Park, but unfortunately the picture does not match because the picture I forgot to update again does not Fenway Park. Randy Johnson will get the start for T-ville. He's got 17 starts on the year, but he's only 5-8 with an ERA of 6.24. It's going to be his fourth start against San Francisco. He's 1-2 against San Fran with a 3.45 ERA. On the mound for the Safecrackers will be Mickey Harris. He's got one start on the year. He's 4-0 with an ERA of 3.94. It's going to be his first start against T-ville. It's 80 degrees. Wind speed is 1 mile an hour out to left field.
Play ball.
All right, let's take a quick look at the lineup for T-ville. Leading off, left fielder Bob Meusel. Batting second is going to be designated hitter Billy Williams. Batting third, first baseman Lou Gehrig. Batting fourth, shortstop Ernie Banks. Batting fifth, third baseman Ron Santo. Batting sixth, right fielder Maglio Ordonez. In the seventh spot, center fielder Earl Combs. In the eighth spot, second baseman Roberto Alomar. And batting ninth, catcher Benny Bengao. I think I'm pronouncing that right. On defense for the Safecrackers, we have Ted Williams in left field, Tris Speaker in center field, and Jackie Jensen in right field. At first base, we have Kevin Youkilis. Robinson Cano at second, Derek Jeter, shortstop. Alex Rodriguez will be third baseman. Behind the plate catching tonight's game for Safecrackers will be Gary Carter. And on the mound, as we said, is Mickey Harris. He's going to start off pitching to Bob Meusel, who comes in with a 2.44 average. He's got 57 hits and 14 home runs. Here's the pitch. It's a 2-0 pitch to Meusel. He'll hit this one back towards second base. Cano makes a fantastic diving play to make the stop. Gets it to Youkilis in time for the first out. Great play credited to Robinson Cano. That'll bring up Billy Williams, the designated hitter. He's batting .232 this season, 69 hits and 9 home runs. Here's the pitch to Williams, and he's going to draw the walk. So we have a runner on first for Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig only batting a .205 this year for T-ville. He does have 42 RBIs and 19 home runs. Looking to move Williams around the base pass. Williams not taking much of a lead at all. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, that's going to get past Carter. Williams takes off. He might get to second on the passed ball. They're going to credit that a wild pitch, not a passed ball. Wild pitch for Harris allows Williams to get to second. Gehrig now with a 2-1 count. The pitch.
Strike three.
He's going to go down on strike. So that's 2 outs now for T-ville. Williams still on second. Ernie Banks digs in. Batting .237 this year. He's got 99 hits. Here's the pitch. Banks drives this one deep into right field. Jensen will get under this one. He'll make the grab. That'll be 3 outs. We go to the bottom of 1. No hits, no runs. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Safecrackers. Leading it off will be center fielder Tris Speaker. Batting second, shortstop Derek Jeter. Left fielder Ted Williams will be batting third. And Alex A-Rod Rodriguez in the fourth spot. Batting fifth, right fielder Jackie Jensen. Batting sixth, designated hitter John Valentine. Batting seventh, Robinson Cano, second baseman. Kevin Youkilis, the first baseman, will be batting eighth, while the catcher, Gary Carter, will be batting ninth. On defense for T-ville, we have Bob Meusel in left field, Earl Combs in center field, and Maglio Ordonez in right field. Lou Gehrig is playing first base tonight. Roberto Alomar at second. Ernie Banks, shortstop. Ron Santo will be third baseman. Behind the plate catching for T-ville tonight will be Benny Bengao. And on the mound, Randy Johnson, who has the 6.24 ERA so far this year. He's going to face off first against center fielder Tris Speaker, who comes into the game batting a .323 average, but only 6 home runs. And we're waiting for the pitch. And here it comes, a 2-2 pitch to Speaker, and he goes down on strikes. Big strikeout for Randy Johnson. That'll bring up Derek Jeter, who's batting .290 on the season. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Jeter. And he's going to drive with this one into center field. That's going to get down in front of Combs. Jeter with a single. Not a leadoff single because the leadoff man went down on strikes. But Jeter does reach on a single. And that brings Ted Williams up to bat. Ted Williams with a .357 average this year. 27 home runs. 81 RBIs. Jeter not taking a very big lead against Randy Johnson. Johnson is the left-hander. He's keeping his eye on Jeter. He throws over to first, but Jeter gets back in time, keeping him a little closer. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Williams, and he's going to drive this one to right field. It gets down in front of Ordonez. Jeter makes it to second, and I got by Lou Gehrig at first, who made a poor play on the ball. Might have been able to stop that, get the double play, or at least an out, but it got into right field. A hit for Ted Williams. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez now up to bat. Batting .236 this year with 58 RBIs. We have men on first and second with one out. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. He goes down on strikes. That's the second strikeout of the game so far in the first inning already for Randy Johnson. That brings up Jackie Jensen, who's batting .265. He's got 55 RBIs. And with men on first and second, he's got a chance to add to that. Johnson to Jensen. He gets walked. Johnson loads the bases now and will face off against John Valentine, the designated hitter, who comes in with a .295 average, 5 home runs on the year, 15 RBIs. And I think we might be starting to see why Randy Johnson's ERA is as high as it is. He did get 2 strikeouts, but he just walked the bases loaded. Not something you want to do against this safecracker team. Here's the pitch to Valentine. This is going to be over Alomar's head and into center field, but it's caught. Big liner caught, and that is the third out. Boy, that looked like it was going to get down there for a minute. Thought it was going to drive in a couple of runs, but we're going to go to the top of 2, scoreless. No runs off of 2 hits for the safecrackers. Randy Johnson was able to get himself out of that jam. Here in the top of 2, we're going to see Santo, Ordonez, and Combs all hit for T-ville. Santo will step in, batting a .243 average. He's got 17 home runs. Here's the pitch to Santo. He'll drive this one deep into left field. This one is going way back. Ted Williams gives chase. Off the wall. Santo on his way to third. Williams will fire to Rodriguez. Not in time. A leadoff triple for Ron Santo. Gets something going here in the top of 2 for T-ville. With no outs, a man on third, and Maglio Ordonez up to bat. Maglio Ordonez only has a .225 average. He's got 18 RBIs, and with that man in scoring position, that could rise very quickly. Here's the first pitch to Ordonez. It's a bounder to Rodriguez at third. He's going to fire to Youkilis, but Santo takes off her home. Youkilis, no way is going to get that in time. So the first run scores of the game, it's T-ville 1, Safecrackers nothing with 1 out. Up comes Earl Combs. Earl Combs batting .292. He's got 42 hits on the season with 144 at-bats. Here's the pitch to Combs. He goes down on strikes. That'll be the second out as Roberto Alomar now steps in. Roberto Alomar with a .274 average and 4 home runs this year. Here's the pitch to Alomar. Alomar with a hard ground to Rodriguez. Rodriguez fires across the diamond to Youkilis. He'll make the grab. That'll be the third out. We go to the bottom of 2. T-ville with 1 run off of 1 hit. No errors. For Safecrackers, we're going to see batters 7, 8, and 9. That's going to be Robinson Cano to lead it off for the Safecrackers. He comes in with a .318 average. This team has some really good averages on their batters. He's got 7 home runs, 83 hits out of 261 at-bats. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Cano. To Banks at short. Over to Gehrig. He'll glove that one for the first out. Kevin Youkilis batting 8th in the lineup. The .214 average. No home runs on the year for Kevin Youkilis. Only 6 hits with 28 at-bats. He fires to Youkilis. Youkilis drives this one deep into center field. Combs on the run back. just before the warning track, he'll make that grab for the second out. That brings up the ninth batter in the lineup for the Safecrackers. Catcher Gary Carter, who's batting .226 this year. He has 17 home runs. Here's the pitch to Carter. Carter with a high pop-up into foul territory down third baseline, and that'll get into the stands. Santo gave chase, but there was no way he was getting that one. Somebody was taking home a souvenir. So with the 0-2 pitch on Carter, Johnson winds and delivers.
Strike three.
And strikes him out. We go to the top of 3. T-ville still leads 1-0. Carlos says he's hoping to play spoiler here, and he has that opportunity. All right, Ben Gao is going to be the last batter in the lineup, leading it off for T-ville. Comes in with a .286, 6 RBIs, no home runs. He's got 16 hits off of 56 at-bats. Here's the pitch to Ben Gao. Oh, up the center, and that'll get down past second base. Speaker will field it, but Ben Gao with a leadoff single for T-ville. So another leadoff single for T-ville. Leadoff hit, another leadoff hit, I should say, for T-ville. Now we're back to the top of the lineup for them, Bob Meusel. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's a foul ball. Ben Gao will remain at first. He's not taking the lead anyways. Another lefty pitcher on the mound, Harris. He's going to make sure those runners stay close at first. Meusel with a 0-2 count against him. Takes the pitch, and he'll go down on strikes. That's the third strikeout of the game for Mickey Harris. Billy Williams now comes up. Takes a couple practice swings. He was walked his last at bat. This time he's going to go down on strikes. That's the fourth strikeout by Harris. So we're seeing a little bit of a pitcher's duel here. As Ben Gao remains at first, 2 outs for Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig not batting like the Lou Gehrig everybody knows. See if he can turn that around a little bit. And he gets hit by the pitch. And he'll take first. Ben Gao will go to second for Ernie Banks, shortstop. He has 59 RBI so far this season, and he's got runners on first and second. 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Banks. Banks drives this one into right field. Jensen gives chase at the foul line. He'll make the grab for the third out. We go to the bottom of 3. 1 hit. No runs come across. We are at the top of the lineup for San Francisco Safecrackers. That's going to be Tris Speaker leading it off. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Here's the pitch. This is going to be in the center field. It'll get down in front of Combs, so a leadoff hit now for the Safecrackers. Put Speaker on first as Derek Jeter steps up. Derek Jeter already has a hit in the game. He singled up the middle his first at-bat. Johnson fires over to 1. Speaker back in plenty of time, but is actually taking a bigger lead now than he did before that toss. Here's the pitch. Speaker's off and running. Ben Gao will throw to second. Alomar to grab it. And Speaker is caught stealing for the first out. Ouch. So another big out there for T-ville to continue to hold on to this lead. As small as it is, they've got to keep it going for as long as they can. Jeter with the 1-0 pitch. He'll drive this one into center field. Combs will come up and field it. They're going to call a poor play on Banks for that. I don't know how Banks could have even gotten to that. It was right over second base, and it was a shot. But they're giving Banks the poor play on that. So Jeter on single. So that out by Tris Speaker getting caught was huge here. As Ted Williams comes up, he's 1 for 1. Jeter not taking much of a lead. They're going to walk Williams, so they're going to put a man on first and second with only 1 out for A-Rod. A-Rod is only batting a .236 this year, so I guess they felt they had a better chance against him than they did Ted Williams, who's batting a .359, and I guess that is safe to say. That's probably a pretty good call. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Rodriguez. Rodriguez third to Santo will fire to second. Alomar to Gehrig. And they go down on a big double play. As we go to the top of 4, Safecrackers had 2 hits but no runs. And T-ville still leads 1-0 here in the top of 4. T-ville will see Santo, Ordonez, and Combs all up to bat in this inning. Santo already 1 for 1 in the game. He tripled his last at bat, and he's going to get another hit. It's only going to be a single this time, but another hit for Santo. He's 2 for 2 already today. Ordonez digs in with Santo at first. Harris will look at first. And Santo's off and running. Carter will throw to Cano. And another player caught stealing. This time, Santo caught stealing. Great throw by Carter to get him out. So both teams now with a runner caught stealing second base. So with 1 out, Ordonez faces the 1-2 pitch. And he's going to get walked. Oh, he comes back from a 1-2 count to get walked. And that'll bring up Earl Combs. Earl Combs, who's 0 for 1 so far. He struck out his last at bat. Ordonez take about 3 inches away from the plate. And this is going to get a driver, Youkilis. Youkilis to Jeter. Jeter back to Youkilis. It's a double play to end the top half of the inning. We go to the bottom of 4. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Jensen, Valentin, and Cano all due up for the Safecrackers. Jensen did get walked his last plate appearance. He's the one that walked the bases loaded, but Johnson was able to get out of it. And he's going to walk Jensen again, so Jensen draws his second walk of the night. And that brings up John Valentin. John Valentin 0 for 1, 15 RBIs for the year. Jensen taking a little bit of lead off at first, nothing big. Johnson has 3 walks so far in the game with 3 strikeouts. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and there's the 4th strikeout for Johnson as he takes him down. 1 out with a runner on first for Robinson Cano. Robinson Cano with 33 RBIs. The 2-2 pitch to Cano. Cano drives this one into center field. Combs on the run up. He'll make the grab. Jensen retreats back to 1. That's 2 outs for Kevin Youkilis, who's batting 8th in the lineup. Youkilis 0 for 1 so far tonight, only a 207 average this year. And he's going to drive this one. This is going to be a hit. This is going to get down in front of Musil in left field. Jensen will make it to second, but hole there. So Youkilis with a hit in the game, puts Bennett on first and second for Gary Carter, the catcher, the last batter in the Safecrackers lineup. The 2-2 pitch. Bengal will run out and talk to Johnson, try and settle him down. Here's the pitch to Carter. Carter goes down on strikes. That was the 5th strikeout so far of the night for Randy Carter. We go to the top of 5 where T-ville holds on to that 1-0 lead. T-ville with 3 hits in the game. Safecrackers with 5. No errors by either team. Here in the top of 5, we're going to see Alamar Bengal, and then we're going to go back to the top of the lineup for T-ville for Bob Musil. Roberto Alomar will lead it off. Here's the pitch, and this is going to go right back to Jeter towards second. Jeter in time at Youkilis to Youkilis at 1 for the first out. Bengo, catcher for T-ville, last batter of their lineup. The 0-2 pitch. Oh, and it's right back to the mound. Harris will pick that up, throw it over to Youkilis. That'll be the second out. We're back to the top of the lineup for T-ville. Bob Musil, he is 0 for 2 tonight. Here's the pitch. Oh, this is a big, deep fly ball left field. Williams gives chase. Oh, it was a foul ball, but it was caught literally at the wall. I think that's what happened. On the track. No, it was a foul ball. Let's see what happens here. Yep, he's still up to bat. He did not make the catch. It went foul over the foul line into left field. Then he hits it into center field. That will be the 3rd out. Where Tris Speaker gave chase on that one to get that last out. So it looked like he caught it, but it did not stay in his glove. It was over the wall in foul territory in left field. We go to the bottom of 5 now for the Safecrackers. Batters 1, 2, and 3 all due up. Tris Speaker leading it off. 1 for 2 tonight.
Strike 3.
Speaker goes down on strikes. That's the 6th strikeout of the game for Randy Johnson. Boy, he's going to have to really come through tonight in order to hold on to this very precarious lead. Derek Jeter, though, is 2 for 2 and is now up for the Safecrackers. The 1-0 pitch. Jeter hits it to Alomar. Alomar to Gehrig. That's the second out. Ted Williams now 1 for 1 tonight. The 1-0 pitch. Williams, high pop-up into left field. Left center field. Combs gives chase. This is going to be close. At the wall. What a catch by Combs. Boy, he came all the way from center field to get into, really, it was almost left center to make that grab at the wall for the third out. What an amazing catch there by Combs. So we are now in the top of the 6th inning. We're going to see Williams, Gehrig, and Banks all up for the T-ville team. T-ville, Billy Williams, 0 for 1 so far in the game. And this is going to be a grounder towards the second base. Cano will get over and grab that. Fire to 1 for the first out. Lou Gehrig, who's also 0 for 1 on the night. The 1-2 pitch. Gehrig goes down on strikes. That's the second out as Ernie Banks steps up. Ernie Banks with 24 home runs so far this year. Knocks a little dirt off his cleats, takes the pitch. Drives this one into center field. Speaker to his left. He'll get under that one. That'll be the third out. We go to the bottom of 6. T-ville still holding on to that 1-run lead. Haven't had very many hits in the last few innings. 5 hits still for the Safecrackers in the game. Only 3 for T-ville, but T-ville leading 1-0. A-Rod will lead it off here in the bottom of 6 for the Safecrackers. Here's the pitch to A-Rod. A-Rod will drive this one. Oh, a hard liner to the third baseman. Santo will glove that one. He roped it right to him. That might have been more of a save yourself catch. It was a hard shot right to third base. That brings up Jackie Jensen. Jackie Jensen, who's already been walked twice. Is he going to be able to swing the bat tonight? Yes, he swings this one, and he gets it a liner to Musial at left field for the second out. So 2 big shots right off the bat, so to speak, for the Safecrackers. Both caught. John Valentin comes up now. He's 0 for 2. And really, they're pulling Randy Johnson. I missed his pitch count. I don't know where he was, but they're already pulling Randy Johnson, and they're bringing in Randy Jones. They like the Randys, but they're going from Johnson to Jones. Well, let's take a quick look at Randy Jones. Randy Jones wearing the cowboy hat in this picture, looks like. He has 27 games this season, 59 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 55 hits, 20 earned runs, 7 home runs. He struck out 17 and walked 11. He's got a 3.02 ERA. He's got 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 save on the season. With a 1-0 lead, he's hoping to hold here. Leads off against Valentin. Valentin with a liner to Santo. Santo makes his second grab of that inning, and that'll end it. We go to the top of 7, where T-ville leads 1-0. Speaking of Santo, he was very active there at third base. Well, he's 2 for 2, and he's now up to lead it off for T-ville. The 0-1 pitch to Santo. Santo grounder to Cano at second to first. That'll be the first out. Magglio Ordonez, 0 for 1 tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Ordonez is going to get this one into center field. It's going to get down in front of Speaker. Ordonez with a single. Speaker will get this back into Jeter at cutoff. So Ordonez not taking any lead at all on first. Earl Combs now steps in. Takes his practice swing. Harris drops the rosin bag. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Combs. A grounder to Jeter. Jeter will fire he fires over to first to Youkilis to get the batter out while the lead runner will make it to second. Well, I guess he was afraid of, Ordonez crawling fast. I'm not sure because I don't think he can run that fast, but they did not turn double play. Runner at second, 2 outs. Roberto Alomar will now step up to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. 26 RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch to Alomar, and he'll get walked by Harris. Harris has 93 pitches so far in the game here in the top of 7. but they don't look like they're pulling him as fast as they pulled Randy Johnson. Ben whatever. He's up to the plate. 1 for 2 with runners on first and second.
Ball.
And he'll get walked. So Harris with 2 walks in a row will now walk the bases loaded. We're back to the top of the lineup. Bob Musil for T-ville. He is 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded to second, struck out, and then flied to deep left center. He does have 35 RBIs so far this season. And with bases loaded, he could definitely add to that stat. T-ville's hoping to add a couple runs and pad this lead a little bit more than this 1-run lead. Musil, it's a grounder to Youkilis. Youkilis will pick it up, carry it to the bag himself. That's the third out. Nobody's going to come across. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Hey, and we're back, and I noticed that Steve snuck into the park. Hello, Steve. Steve, I know is hoping T-ville. T-ville's got at least one fan in the stand with him tonight, hoping San Fran loses this game. But we are at the bottom of 7, where we're going to see Cano, Youkilis, and Carter all due up for San Fran. Cano is 0 for 2 so far. Randy Jones will remain on the mound. He'll fire to Cano. Cano drives this one in deep right field into the foul territory in the corner. Caught by Ordonez for the first out. Kevin Youkilis, he is 1 for 2 so far in this game. Batting 8th in the lineup. The 1-0 pitch. Youkilis, a liner to Santo. Santo makes a fantastic diving play to grab that at third base. Boy, Santo is getting some action over there. He is helping this team hold on to this 1-0 lead as Gary Carter now steps up. 0 for 2 so far tonight. The first pitch to Carter, and it's going to be a pop-up towards first. Lou Gehrig giving chase into foul territory. Gets under this one. That's the third out. We go to the top of 8. T-ville continues to hold on to this 1-0 lead here. They scored the first run way back in the second inning, and nobody has scored since. 4 hits in the game so far for T-ville, 5 hits so far in the game for Safecrackers, and this really did turn out to be a pitcher's duel. Harris, with 100 pitches so far, will remain on the mound so far for the Safecrackers and face off against Billy Williams, batting second in the lineup for T-ville. It's the 1-2 pitch to Williams. Williams drives this one into center field. A liner to Speaker is caught, and that'll be the first out. Lou Gehrig now up 0 for 2 so far tonight for Gehrig. Here's the pitch, and Gehrig is going to go down on strike. So Harris, with his 6th strikeout of the game, to now face off against Ernie Banks. Ernie Banks 0 for 3. And he'll go down on strike. So that'll end that inning. Great pitching by Mickey Harris to end it. 2 strikes in a row. And we go to the bottom of 8. Safecrackers still trail the game by 1. However, San Francisco is at the top of their lineup with Tris Speaker, their leadoff man. He's 1 for 3 in the game so far. That was back in the third where he singled to center field. The 1-2 pitch from Jones. Speaker will drive this one into right field in front of Ordonez. Speaker with a leadoff single. Jeter, who's 2 for 3, will now step up. And Jones fires to 1, but Speaker gets back in plenty of time. Didn't do much there. He's not taking a huge lead anyways. I doubt that he's going to go anywhere. Jones to Jeter. Jeter, hard grounder to Banks. He fires to 1. Gehrig will glove it for that out, but the runner will get it to second. So Speaker now at second. They got the batter instead of the lead runner for Ted Williams, Ted Williams 1 for 2. They walked him last time on purpose when there was a runner on base. Let's see if they do that again. And they do. They walk Ted Williams. Excuse me. Ted Williams batting 358 on the season gets walked again. So with one out, runners on first and second for Alex Rodriguez. Again, Alex Rodriguez only has a 234 average so far this year. So I'm assuming that walk was a good choice. I think I would have made the same decision against Ted Williams. Here's the first pitch to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, oh, this is going to get down in left center field. Musial gives chase. He'll pick it up. Speaker holds up at third. He did not round and try and come home on that hit. So bases loaded, one out for Randy Jones. Randy Jones got himself in a little bit of a pickle here. Will now face off against Jackie Jensen, who's 0 for 1. He's already walked twice. Will he draw another walk? Or will they get the double play to get out of this inning? Here in the bottom of 8, 1-0. Bases loaded. The 1-1 pitch. Jensen, liner to Banks. He makes the grab. That's the second out. Oh, boy. And I'm sure the owner-manager, Carlos, is breathing a little bit easier as John Valentin, who's 0 for 3, now steps up to hit for the Safecrackers. Bases loaded. Jones wiping a little bit of sweat from his brow. Fires the 2-1 pitch. This is going to be a liner to Alomar second. That'll be gloved. That's the third out. We go to the top of 9. T-ville remains in the lead, 1-0. 2 hits for the Safecrackers. No runs came across. Boy, this is a much tighter, better ball game than I expected it to be. So I'm glad that this is the one that we picked to watch first. All right, here in the top of 9, T-ville just has to hold on. They have to maybe knock in a couple of runs if they can to get a little bit of a lead. If not, they've just got to hold on for 3 outs. Santo, Ordonez, and Combs, batters 5, 6, and 7, all due up for T-ville. Here's the pitch to Santo. He's 2 for 3 tonight. It's going to be over second base and into center field. Santo with a leadoff single. That's his 3rd hit of the day for Ron Santo. Boy, he comes up and does his job. Now can Magglio Ordonez do his job and continue to move him around? Magglio Ordonez has 19 RBIs on the season, but he's batting a lowly 229 average. Here's the pitch to Ordonez. Oh, he's going to go down on strikes. That's the 8th strikeout of the game now for Mickey Harris. Mickey Harris also has 4 walks in the game. So great performance tonight by Harris. 124 pitches. How deep is he going to go? Well, he's going to face off now against Earl Combs, who's 0 for 3 so far in the game. Santo still at first, not taking much of a lead. The pitch to Combs. He'll go down on strikes. That's the 9th strikeout for Mickey Harris here in the top of 9. And that'll bring up Roberto Alomar. Alomar 0 for 2. Can he make something happen against Mickey Harris? The 1-2 pitch. 3 strikeouts in a row for Mickey Harris will end that inning. We go to the bottom of 9. What a fantastic performance by Mickey Harris. But he is not getting any run support from his team. They are still trailing 1-0. Only 7 hits for the Safecrackers in the game so far. 9 left on base. For T-ville, they've had 5 hits in the game and 7 left on base. Neither team has committed an error so far in the game. The Safecrackers have 3 outs to make something happen. T-ville has 3 outs to hold on to the win. Batters 7, 8, and 9 all due up for San Fran. Robinson Cano is the leadoff batter this inning. Jones to Cano. And he plunks him and puts him on base. Cano gets hit by pitch. Oh, no. How do you do that? You're leading the game by 1 run, and then you're going to hit the batter. Somebody needs to go out and talk to Jones, calm him down. He's going to face off now against Youkilis, batting 1 for 3 tonight. Jones will deliver to Youkilis. Youkilis. Oh, this is going to get down into left field in front of Bob Musial. He'll get it back to Banks at cutoff, but Cano all the way to second. Oh, that leadoff hit by pitch could be trouble here. for T-ville. Men on first and second, no outs for Gary Carter, the 9th batter in the lineup. 0 for 3 tonight. 57 RBIs, though, on the season, even though he's only batting .224. Then there goes Ben Gao to talk to Jones. The 0-1 pitch to Carter. Pop up into foul territory down third baseline. Santo gives chase. Not going to get to this one. This is going into the stands. So Carter now with the 0-2 count against him. Runners on first and second. Youkilis has a big lead, but he's not going anywhere with Cano in front of him. Here's to Carter. Carter, high, deep fly ball in center field. Combs will give chase. He'll make the grab. Cano goes back to tag. He does tag. Combs fires a 3. Santo not in time. Cano to third. Youkilis to second. Oh boy, with 1 out. Might have been better to try and hold Youkilis at first and go for a double play. Let Cano get that third, but instead they've allowed Youkilis now at second. Cano at third. First base is open. And guess who's up? Tris Speaker, who's 2 for 4. Tris Speaker, by the way, is on has 6 game-winning RBIs so far this season. And is this going to be the 7th? Well, let's find out. Oh, the 0-1 pitch to Speaker. Oh, it's just a little dribbler to Santo at 30. Fires over to Gehrig, but Cano will hold at 30. He's not coming home. Santo, that was a bunt. It looked like maybe it was a bunt that Santo was able to come up and field. And so Cano knew he was not going to get home in time. So 2 outs. Runners on second and third for the Safecrackers. Derek Jeter, who's 2 for 4, due up. Behind him, Ted Williams. So T-ville wants to do everything they can here to keep Jeter from getting on base. Cannot have a hit by pitch. Cannot have a walk. Cannot have anything with Ted Williams due up right behind him. The 1-1 pitch to Jeter. Jeter, this is going to get down, and the run scores. That's over second base. Youkilis will hold at 3. The 3rd hit of the day for Derek Jeter. Safecrackers tie it up here in the bottom of 9. Runners on first and third for Ted Williams. Well, now they can afford to walk Ted Williams and load the bases again. But they don't. They're gonna face off against him. This is deep into left field. Musa gives chase. He'll make the grab. That'll be the 3rd out. We have extra inning baseball, guys. We're going to the 10th inning now, as T-ville, with only 3 outs to go to win the game, allowed the Safecrackers to tie it up. For T-ville, batters 9, 1, and 2, all due up. Harris remains on the mound. 131 pitches so far in the game. The 0-2 pitch to Ben Gao. It's a little dribbler back to the mound. Harris fires over to 1, and that'll be the 1st out. Bob Meusel, 0 for 4 in the game. A little bit of struggling tonight for him, but he'll drive this one into deep left center field. Williams gives chase. At the warning track, he'll make that grab for the 2nd out. Billy Williams 0 for 3 tonight. In fact, T-ville has not seen a hit from the top 4 batters so far in this game. And out of the 5 hits they've had so far in the game, Santo has accounted for 3 of those. All right, the 3-1 pitch to Williams. And Williams gets walked. So it's a 2-out walk now for T-ville, as Lou Gehrig, who's also 0 for 3. Once again, no hits for the top 4 batters. Lou Gehrig batting 3rd in the lineup. The pitch to Gehrig. And he'll go down on strikes. That's the 11th strikeout of the day for Mickey Harris. And that'll end that inning. The problem now for T-ville is they don't have that lead. And this Safecracker team is just full of hitters. And 1 run is all they need to end this at any time. Rodriguez steps up, 1 for 4 tonight. Jones, with 49 pitches, remains on the mound. This one is into right field. Ordonez gives chase to the right. He makes the grab. That'll be the 1st out. Jackie Jensen, 0 for 2 tonight. The first pitch to Jensen. He'll drive this one into center field. Combs back towards the track, makes the grab. That's the 2nd out. And now John Valentine, 0 for 4 tonight as well. Takes the pitch from Jones. And over Banks' head at shortstop into left center. Musil will pick it up, fire back into the cutoff man. Valentine with a 2-out single for Robinson Cano, who's also 0 for 3. The 1-1 pitch. High fly ball into right field. Ordonez gives chase. Oh, this is over his head. A walk-off home run for Robinson Cano as the Safecrackers will win the game 3-1. Wow. Carlos, I am so sorry. This was a heck of a game. But the home team, all they had to do was score here in the extra innings, and there it was. But what a fantastic game. Nothing to be ashamed about in that loss. In the end, T-ville with only 5 hits, only scored 1 run, no errors. San Francisco had 11 hits, only 3 runs, no errors. The highlight for T-ville was, as we said, Santo, who batted 3 for 4 and had a triple. Other than that, there was not much batting highlights for them. Over for San Francisco, well, Tris Speaker went 2 for 5. Derek Jeter went 3 for 5. And then, of course, Cano with the walk-off home run, he went 1 for 4. But the big game-winning home run. Let's take a look. Johnson had a pretty good game. He had 97 pitch count, but in 5 and 2/3 innings. So almost 100 pitches in just over 5 innings. Meanwhile, Harris went 10 full innings, allowed 5 hits. One of those was an earned run and only gave up 1 run. He struck out 11, walked 5. He had 145 pitches thrown. What an incredible performance by Harris. Well, let's see who they're going to give that MVP to. Harris had a great game, but of course, Cano hit the walk-off home run. And they're giving it to Mickey Harris. I can't blame them for that. He allowed them to get that walk-off home run due to his pitching. So what a fantastic game. Let's get back over here to the standings and the games. San Francisco now only 3.5 behind Lehigh. And did this skip ahead? No, we're good. Okay. Oh, that was the last game of Tuesday. So we're on to Wednesday. St. Pete at Marshfield. St. Pete 13, Marshfield 6. Davies goes 9-10 for the season, while Liriano drops to 3-9. And let's do our next game is going to be Chicago at Amazing. Chicago leading their division. Amazing only 1 game behind Mid-Michigan in the water division. Let's play this one out. All right. Well, we're in Veterans Stadium for this game between Chicago and Amazing. Chicago has won 9 of their last 10. Louis Tiant takes the mound for Chicago. He's got 24 starts already this year. He's 21-2 with an ERA of 2.44. It's his second start against Amazing. He's 1-0 against them with a solid 2 ERA. Ishmael Valdez will be on the mound for the Amazing Kitsunes. It's his first start of the year. It's 81 degrees. The wind speed is 7 miles per hour in from left center field. So we may not see a lot of deep balls here, but we'll see what happens. Let's take a quick look at the lineup for Chicago coming into this game. Designated hitter Edgar Martinez will lead it off. Third baseman George Brett will bat second. Right fielder Jeff Heath will bat third. Left fielder Charlie Keller will bat fourth. Center fielder Pete Reiser, fifth. Batting sixth, shortstop Cecil Travis. Batting seventh, catcher Yogi Berra. Batting eighth, first baseman Johnny Mize. And batting ninth, second baseman Eddie Collins. I tell you what, if I had known you weren't starting Frank Chance in this game, Dave, I may not have played this game. In the field for the Amazing Kitsunes, Greg Luzinski in left field. Lenny Dykstra in center field, and Taffy Wright. Well, Taffy Wright is in right field. Ryan Howard at first. Jason Kipnis at second. Jimmy Rollins, shortstop, and Mike Schmidt-Happens at third. Behind the plate catching is Darren Dalton. And on the mound, as we said, was Ishmael Valdez. He'll face off first against Edgar Martinez, who comes in with a .296 batting average. And here's the 1-1 pitch to Martinez. Martinez drives this one in center field. Dykstra to his right makes the grab for the first out. I don't think this can't be one of Mike's. Is this one of Mike's stadiums? It can't be, right? Somebody let me know if they think this is Mike's field or not. Mike Silva has some. Anybody that's stepping in and watching these games, Mike Silva, check out his fields. He does amazing artwork on his stuff. So please look at that. All right. George Brett, who's batting .330 this season and 35 home runs now up for Chicago. The pitch to Brett. Brett drives this one into deep center field. Dykstra back. Oh, this is way over Dykstra's head. Even with that strong wind, it is out of the ballpark for George Brett. A solo shot 400 feet into center field. His 36th home run of the season. Oh, really? I did not realize he's injured again? Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, Jeff Heath steps up to the plate. I just found out that Frank Chance, the first baseman for Chicago, who was just acquired in a trade from Chico's, is injured. Jeff Heath takes the pitch. Liner to Rollins. That'll be the second out. That brings up Charlie Keller, who's batting .400 this season. Well, but then again, he's only got 5 at-bats and 2 hits. So we'll see how that settles down over the course of some time. It's a grounder to Kipnis, over to 1. Oh, no, it was a bad throw by Kipnis. My goodness, all he had to do was toss it 5 feet, and he threw it past Howard at first. So Keller will get to base on an error from second baseman Kipnis. Pete Reiser now up with a .279 average so far this season. Here's the 1-2 pitch. He'll go down on strikes. We go to the bottom of 1. Chicago draws first blood. They're leading it 1-0. 1 hit off that 1-run solo shot into deep center field. Let's take a look at the lineup for the amazing Kitsunes. Center fielder Lenny Dykstra will lead it off. Jimmy Rollins, the shortstop, will bat second. Ryan Howard, first baseman, batting third. In the cleanup spot, third baseman Mike Schmidt-Happens. In the 5 spot, catcher Darren Dalton. Taffy Wright, the right fielder, batting 6th. Greg Luzinski, the left fielder, batting 7th. Batting 8th, the designated hitter Orlando Cepeda. And rounding out the lineup, second baseman Jason Kipnis. On defense for the Chicago Red Shirts, Charlie Keller in left field, Pete Reiser in center field, and Jeff Heath in right field. Johnny Mize at first, Eddie Collins at second. Playing shortstop tonight, Cecil Travis. Third baseman, George Brett, who just hit that solo shot home run. Yogi Berra behind the plate catching for Louis Tiant, who is having one heck of a season. He'll face off first against Lenny Dykstra, who comes in batting .299 for amazing. And he'll drive this one over Collins' head into right center field for a leadoff single for the amazing Kitsunes. All right. That brings up Jimmy Rollins batting second in the lineup for amazing. He's batting .243. Dykstra not taking any kind of a lead at first. Tiant looks at him anyways, but he'll fire the ball. This is going to go down the line at first base, foul. So the 0-2 pitch now against Rollins. Tiant fires over to first, but Dykstra gets back in plenty of time. Once again, the 0-2 pitch to Collins. And it's a strikeout by Tiant. First strikeout of the game for Louis Tiant. He'll face off now against Ryan Howard, who's batting .241 this year. And he'll get walked. So a walk following the strikeout. Runners on first and second with only 1 out for Mike Schmidt. Batting a low .209 average. but he has 71 RBIs with a runner in scoring position at second base. Fires to Schmidt. He'll go down on strikes. The second strikeout of the game for Luis Tiant already here in the first. That brings up Darren Daulton. Darren Daulton only a 186 average. Boy, Kitsunes are doing pretty darn good for having some of these batting averages that we're seeing. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Daulton, and this is going to get down into left field past Travis at shortstop. Dykstra to third. He's going to round third and come home, and just like that, the game is tied here in the bottom of one. Howard holds up at second. Keller did not attempt to throw it home, so runners will remain at first and second for Taffy Wright, who's also batting a low 161 average. 2 RBIs on the season. Of course, he's only got 31 at-bats, so I'm guessing he might be in for an injury or somebody resting. Pitch to right, and he'll go down on strikes. Third strikeout of the game already here in the first inning for Luis Tiant. And that'll end that. But 1 run scored off those 2 hits for Amazing. Game is tied up 1-1 at the top of 2. We're going to see Travis Berra and Mize all due up for Chicago. Cecil Travis batting .255. Takes the pitch. Valdez. This is interesting. Went to second baseman Kipnis, but Valdez decided to come off the mound and cover first. Ryan Howard must have been tying his shoe or something. I don't know what the heck happened there. Kipnis fired to the pitcher at first instead of Howard covering it. I know Howard's not the fastest man in the world, but even he could have gotten to that base in time. Yogi Berra is now up with a .224 average. He'll drive this one into right field. High fly ball right. Takes a few steps back. He'll make that grab for the second out. And that'll bring up batter number 8 in the lineup, Johnny Mize, batting .219 for Chicago. Johnny Mize will send this into shallow center field. Dykstra will run out. He'll make the grab on the run. In fact, it was a diving grab on the run for the third out. We go to the bottom of 2. Hits. That was a quick 1-2-3 inning for Chicago. Luzinski will lead it off for Amazing, batting .301 this season. The pitch to Luzinski. This is going to be high, fly ball into foul territory down third base line. Brett gives chase, but it's going into the stands. So Luzinski with the 1-2 count against him. Tiant fires and takes him down on strike. So that's the 4th strikeout of the game for Luis Tiant. That brings up Orlando Cepeda. He's batting .444 this season, but that's 4 hits off of 9 at-bats. The pitch to Cepeda. Well, he's going to get a hit. It gets down past Collins in center field. Heath will come up in second. Past Cepeda at second base. Heath will come up right field to pick it up and fire it back in. But Cepeda with a single, a 1-out single to be exact. As we go to the 9th batter of the lineup, Jason Kipnis batting .240 so far this year. The pitch to Kipnis. Kipnis with a hard grounder to Mize. Mize will fire to Travis at second. Back to Mize. It's a 3-6-3 double play to end the inning. We go back to the top of 3, where Eddie Collins will lead it off for Chicago. Then we go back to the top of their lineup. Eddie Collins batting .228. The 1-0 pitch to Collins. Collins grounder to Kipnis. Kipnis to Howard at first, and that'll be 1 out. Edgar Martinez 0 for 1 so far in the game. The top of the lineup for Chicago Red Shirts. The 3-1 pitch walks Martinez. So Ishmael Valdez, who has 1 walk and 1 strikeout so far in the game, will now face off against George Brett. Well, George Brett just hit that solo shot home run his last at bat. Will they pitch against him, or are they going to walk him with his .332 batting average? Nope, they're going to pitch against him, and this one's going to be a pop-up towards second base. Well, Rollins, Kipnis, Dykstra all on the run to try and get to it. And it dropped in between 3 defenders. The ball drops in between Kipnis, Rollins, and center fielder Dykstra. My goodness, how often do you see that? And as the scoreboard says, that was a lucky hit from Brett. Dropped in between 3 defenders behind second base. So now Martinez at second, Brett at first. Only one out for Jeff Heath batting that 284. He's got 81 RBI so far this year. Man in scoring position at second. That could increase. And this is going to be a hard grounder to Howard. Howard will fire to Rollins at second. Rollins will fire back to Howard at first. And another 3-6-3 double play, this time by Amazing to end that half inning. So we go to bottom of 3. Game all knotted up, 1-1. Dykstra, the top of the lineup for Amazing, will lead it off. Dykstra 1 for 1 so far in the game. Full count to Dykstra. It's a grounder towards second. Collins picks it up, fires to Mize at 1. That's the first out, but Lenny Dykstra is injured and out of the game. So we'll have to see who they replace him with as Jimmy Rollins steps up. Dykstra looked like he was pulled something on his way to first. All right, the pitch to Rollins. Ooh, a hard shot down right field line, but that's going to go foul. Mize unable to glove it. Full count now to Rollins. Tiant delivers. Oh, and there's the 5th strikeout of the game by Luis Tiant. He'll now face off against Ryan Howard. Howard, who got walked his last at bat. And he gets walked again. So 2 walks tonight for Ryan Howard. I was calling him Ron Howard. Ron Little Opie Cunningham Howard. Mike Schmidt now up to the plate. He is 0 for 1. 71 RBIs, 2 outs. And it's a hard grounder to Brett at third. Brett will fire across the diamond to Mize. It's going to be a close play, but in time, Schmidt goes down. We go to the top of 4. Still 1-1 ball game. Keller will lead it off for Chicago. Keller with only 6 at-bats so far this season, but 2 hits. So he's batting .333. He's 0 for 1 tonight. And this is a grounder over the mound, but Rollins will come up from shortstop field. This one, it's a close play at 1, just in time. Boy, what a bang-bang play that was. That was really close. It looked like they're going to go to replay on that one, but man, that was close. That brings up Pete Reiser, who's 0 for 1 tonight. The 1-1 pitch to Reiser. Reiser with another grounder over the mound. Rollins once again comes up and grabs it, throws it over to Howard. Another close play and another out. Wow, 2 really close plays at first. Rollins getting the job done at shortstop. It was like exact same hit twice in a row as Cecil Travis now steps up. Cecil Travis has 7 home runs, but he's going to go down on strikes at that at-bat, and that'll end that inning. We go to the bottom of 4. Dalton, Wright, and Luzinski all due up for Amazing. Dalton 1 for 1 so far in the game tonight. And Dalton with a leadoff walk from Tiant. So Tiant has 5 strikeouts, but he's also got 3 walks. Now Taffy Wright. And Taffy batting 156. You know, I'm hoping Taffy gets replaced just so I can say they pulled Taffy. All right, the pitch to Wright. Wright with a grounder back up the middle of the field. Travis over to second, then to Mize. It's a 6-4-3 double play for 2 outs now. Luzinski now faces with 2 outs, steps up to the plate. He's batting .299. He's got 9 home runs so far this year. Luzinski is 0 for 1 so far in the game. The pitch to Luzinski, and he'll go down on strikes. So we go to the top of 5. Chicago due up here with Yogi Berra, Mize, and Collins. Batter 7, 8, 9 for Chicago. Yogi Berra 0 for 1. He's got 10 home runs this year. And he'll drive this one deep into center field. McCutcheon runs back, makes the grab on the run for the first out. I apologize. I thought I was getting a text, but we're good to go. That brings up Mize. Johnny Mize steps up 0 for 1 tonight. He's got 9 home runs for the year. And he'll fire this one into center field. McCutcheon once again, this time to his right, will make this grab for the second out. Eddie Collins steps up. And Eddie Collins, a hard grounder to Schmidt at third. He fires across the diamond to Howard. Howard makes the gloves it. And that's the third out. We go to the bottom of 5. That was a quick 1-2-3 inning for Chicago. Amazing. Batters 8, 9, and 1 all due up. Cepeda 1 for 1 so far in this game. He grounded a single between first and second, back in the second. Tiant fires to Cepeda. Cepeda will drive this one deep into right field. Reiser will give chase to his left. Gets under that one on the run for the first out. Jason Kipnis is 0 for 1 for this evening.
Ball 4.
And he'll
Take
get
your
walked.
base.
So Tiant now with 4 walks on the game. And Kipnis with a huge leadoff of first. As Tiant will now face McCutchen. Kipnis is off and running. Barrel fire to Collins. Not in time. Stolen base by Jason Kipnis as he gets under the tag. That's his 8th stolen base on the year. So McCutchen now, base open on first, runner at second. Kipnis taking another big lead off a second. This time he doesn't go, and McCutchen goes down on strikes for the second out. That's the 7th strikeout for Luis Tiant. And he'll now face off against Jimmy Rollins, the second batter in the lineup for Amazing. Jimmy Rollins 0 for 2 tonight. And he'll get walked. So Tiant walking 5, striking out 7 so far tonight. Ryan Howard, who's already been walked twice, now steps up. He's got 18 home runs this year. Runners on first and second, 2 outs against him. The pitch to Howard. Travis will come up from shortstop, field it, fire to 1. Mize will glove that one. That'll be the third out. We go to the top of 6. The game, once again, is knotted up 1-1. 2 close games so far in today's broadcast. Some entertaining games. We are at the top of the lineup for Chicago. That's going to be Edgar Martinez, the leadoff man, who is 0 for 1 so far tonight. Grounder to Rollins. Rollins has to go to his right to grab it. Fires all the way over to Howard in plenty of time for the first out. George Brett, 2 for 2. Scored the solo shot way back in the first. And then he singled up the middle in the third. Here's the pitch to Brett. Brett, it's a hard grounder to Howard. This time Howard picks it up, and he has no trouble getting to the bag this time to get that out. So 2 outs now for Jeff Heath. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And this is going to go into foul territory. Howard unable to reach that one in time. That's going to go foul. 0-2 pitch. 0-2 count, against Jeff Heath. Here's the pitch. He'll go down on strikes. That'll end the top of that inning. We go to the bottom of 6. No runs, no hits, no errors. Mike Schmidt to lead it off for the Amazing Kitsunes. Mike Schmidt, who's 0 for 2. Looks at the 1-2 pitch. And did he look at it? Because he went down on strikes. So that'll bring up Lauren Dalton. That's the 8th strikeout for Luis Tiant, who's got 105 pitches so far tonight on the mound here in the bottom of 6. He'll fire to Dalton. That's another strikeout. That's the 9th strikeout for Luis Tiant. And I apologize. I'm in Miami, so Luis is sometimes pronounced Luis down here. So I might say Luis sometimes, just out of habit, instead of Lewis. I'm not really sure how he pronounced it. But he's now going to face off against Taffy, who's 0 for 2 and still a 152 average so far this year for Amazing. And this is going to be driven into high right. Oh my goodness, right off the wall for a double over Heath's head. Double number 2 for Taffy Wright, who's been struggling at the plate. But he gets a big double there with 2 outs for Greg Luzinski. Greg Luzinski, he's 0 for 2 tonight, but he's got 28 RBIs so far this season. And that runner on second base. The pitch to Luzinski, and he's going to get walked by Tiant. So again, Tiant, 6 walks, 9 strikeouts. And now we'll face off against Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda has a hit. He grounded a single back in the second. Batting .455 average so far this year. Again, that's only 11 at-bats. but 5 hits. All right, Barrow's going to go out and talk to Tiant. Tiant fires. Cepeda with a grounder to Travis. Travis fires over to 1. It's a close play at 1. But he makes it in time for the out. That'll end that half inning. You heard the crowd. The boo parade is on for the Kitsunes. Game is still all tied up at 1. We're going to the top of 7. Chicago, 2 hits, 1 run, only 2 left on base. Kitsunes, 4 hits, 1 run, 7 left on base, and the Kitsunes have actually committed the only error in the game so far. So another pitcher's duel so far here through the 6 full innings, as Valdez remains on the mound with 81 pitch count to face off against Charlie Keller. Here's the pitch to Keller.
Strike 3.
And Keller's going to go down on strikes. That's the 4th strikeout of the night for Valdez. Mr. Eternally, welcome, sir. Yeah, baseball. Yes, finally, we got some baseball going. I wish I could have done it either Friday or Saturday, but, well, we get it in today, and it is what it is. All right, well, Pete Reiser, not Paul Reiser, but Pete Reiser, with 1 out, the 1-2 pitch. Oh, man, what a hard drive to the wall down right field line. Reiser's going to turn first. Wright gives chase. They're going to call a poor play against Howard who didn't get the ball. This is going to be an actual close play at second. But not in time. It's a double, 50th double of the season for Pete Reiser. They're calling a poor play off of Howard. But that ball was a shot that got down the line anyways, all the way to the wall. So a 1-out double for Pete Reiser as Cecil Travis, who's batting 0 for 2 tonight, will step up. Cecil Travis with 56 RBIs so far this season. The wind is now 16 miles per hour in from left center field. So a 16 mile per hour wind. I don't think that's changed too much. And remember, George Brett knocked a 400-footer over the center field wall. I think they better check that bat for George Brett. All right, here's the 0-2 pitch to Travis. Travis is going to go foul down first baseline. He'll remain at the plate for another shot at this, the 0-2 count. And this one is into center field. The wind is going to hold it down. McCutchen to his right makes the grab. Reiser will tag, but goes nowhere. McCutchen fires to third to make sure he stays at second. And that'll bring up Yogi Berra, who's 0 for 2 this evening with 2 outs. Yogi Berra has 46 RBIs also so far this year. Reiser takes off. Yogi Berra with a liner to Collins, and that is grabbed. We're going to go to the 7th inning stretch. All right. I didn't realize I didn't mute my microphone, so I hope everybody didn't hear me chewing and drinking, trying to get some nourishment during that 7th inning stretch. Here at the bottom of 7, the game is still knotted, 1-1. Luis Tiant remains on the mound with 123 pitch count so far. Here in the bottom of 7 to face off against Kipnis. Oops. All right, we lost it here, so we're going to have to do this. There we go. And Tiant fires the full count to Kipnis and walks him. So another walk. So Tiant has 7 walks in the game and 9 strikeouts. He's trying to keep pace with walks and strikeouts as he'll now face off against Andrew McCutchen. McCutchen, 31 at-bats. I'm assuming some of these guys were picked up on trades. It does not keep track of their stats for the season when they've been traded because he's only got 31 at-bats. And I can't help but think that McCutchen would have had more at-bats than that for the Kitsunes this year. Fires to McCutchen. McCutchen with a hit into high fly ball into center field. Reiser to his right will make the grab. Kipnis can do nothing but go back to first. Jimmy Rollins now back up for the amazing Kitsunes. The second batter in their lineup. Kipnis not taking any kind of a lead at first base. Tiant fires to Rollins. Rollins, oh, this is going past second base for a single. Kipnis to 2. Pete Reiser came up and had to pick that one up. Held Kipnis on second. So runners on first and second for the Kitsunes with 1 out. I haven't seen Sean come by yet, but I know who Sean's going to be rooting for in this game, David. Howard now up to bat for amazing. 1 out.
Strike 3.
And he goes down on strikes. That's the 10th strikeout of the game for Louis Tiant. 143 pitches so far here in the bottom of 7. Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt has 71 RBIs and 27 home runs so far this year, with runners on first and second, but facing 2 outs.
Strike 3.
And he'll go down on strikes. That's the 11th strikeout of the game for Tiant today. That's the second pitcher in a row in 2 games now that we've seen throw 11 strikeouts in a game. Johnny Mize will lead it off here for Chicago at the top of 8. Game still 1-1. The 2-2 pitch. Mize with a pop-up behind the plate. Dalton gives chase. Gets to this one. Makes a great play behind the plate, on that high pop-up. And that brings up second baseman Eddie Collins. The pitch to Collins. Collins will drive this one into high. Fly ball in left field. Lozinski takes a couple steps forward to grab this one. And that brings up Martinez. And I'm not really going over a lot of their stats for saying they're 0-2. Because to be honest with you, Chicago has 3 hits on the night, and George Brett has accounted for 2 of those. So other than Brett and Reiser, nobody has gotten a hit for Chicago. The pitch to Martinez. It's a grounder. Kipnis has to come up from second to grab this one near the mound. Fires it over, and that streak will continue of nobody getting a hit for Chicago. Their bats appear to be allergic to the ball tonight. The amazing Kitsunes now up. Dalton will lead it off for them here in the bottom of 8. Now, Dalton does have a hit. He's 1 for 2. Now, the amazing Kitsunes only have 5 hits so far in the game. Dalton has accounted for 1 of those.
Ball 4.
And this
Take
time,
your
Dalton,
base.
it's a leadoff walk by Tiant. So, once again, Tiant, 8 walks, 11 strikeouts. 152 pitches so far in this game. And he's still on the mound. Well, he's no longer on the mound because Brad Brock is up to pitch. He's got 18 games, 17 innings pitched. He's allowed 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 home run. He struck out 15 and walked 11. He's got a 2.65 ERA so far this season. 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 saves. He'll now take the mound for Chicago and face off against Taffy Wright. And unfortunately, they still have not pulled Taffy, so I can't say that yet. Fires over to 1. Dalton back in plenty of time. Dalton with a gigantic lead at first base. If he was any farther, all he have to do is take 1 step and he'll tag second base. But he didn't run. He didn't take off. Travis will get this at short, and they're going to turn it into a double play. Well, you take that kind of a lead at first. I hate to say, you take that kind of a lead at first. How are you going to allow yourself to get a double play on that? He should have taken off running or something on that. I don't understand that at all. It's now 2 outs as Greg Luzinski comes up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Here's the pitch to Luzinski, and he'll go down on strikes. And once again, the Boo Birds are out for the home team. As we go to the top of 9, and the game is still 1-1. Well, George Brett now up. He is 2 for 3. He is the lone star so far for Chicago. A solo shot home run and a single. 36 home runs on the season, 92 RBIs, 333 average. He's doing everything right. And they're pulling Valdez to bring in Cody Allen to pitch. Let's take a look at Cody Allen. Cody Allen, at least it's a name I can pronounce, 17 games, so far this year, 17 innings pitched. He's allowed 10 hits, 7 earned runs. 2 of those were home runs. 14 strikeouts, 10 walks. He's got a 3.71 ERA, 2 wins, 1 loss, 8 saves. And he comes in time to face off against the very dangerous George Brett. And George Brett will get this one into left field and down in front of Lazinski for a single. That's the 3rd hit of the game for George Brett. He's got 2 singles and a home run so far in this game. Jeff Heath. There's a sound. I thought maybe my headphones went dead. Jeff Heath up for Chicago. Jeff Heath has 81 RBIs. Can he make something happen here?
Strike 3.
Nope. He goes down on strikes from Allen. So the hitless parade will continue for Chicago. As Charlie Keller now up. Here's the pitch to Keller. Well, Brett is taking off and running towards second. Dalton fires. George Brett gets under the tag, his 6th stolen base of the season. Runner now, George Brett now at second base for Charlie Keller. Probably Chicago should be stealing a lot more bases with anybody. Anybody with a pulse should be out there stealing bases because they're not going to hit them around. Allen will fire to Keller. Keller will drive this one into deep right field. Right makes that grab. Brett tags. He's on his way to third. Right throws to 3. Schmidt makes the tag. Oh, my goodness. Wow. So he was caught. He tags up at second. A beautiful throw and gets tagged out at third for the 3rd out. Wow, 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 wow. What a weird game. We go to the bottom of 9. Amazing. All they got to do is score 1 run here. Chicago hoping to hold them to continue for extra innings. Cepeda now up for the Kitsunes. He is 1 for 3 this evening. And over Travis's head at shortstop for a single into left center field. So a leadoff single for Cepeda. Brad Brock, whatever the hell his name is, still on the mound with a runner out first. Cepeda taking a pretty big lead. And he's going to face off now against Jason Kipnis. Well, Jason Kipnis is 0 for 1, but he's been walked twice. There goes Cepeda. Berra is not even going to throw the ball. Well, that was an interesting decision as well. That's the first stolen base for Orlando Cepeda. Again, I think he came over on a trade, so it's his first stolen base of the year for the amazing Kitsunes by Cepeda. All right, now the 0-1 pitch to Kipnis. Kipnis with a grounder. Collins makes a fantastic diving play towards second base to grab it. Throws it over to Mize to get Kipnis, but the winning run is standing at third with only 1 out for Andrew McCutchen. All right, well, McCutchen has only 1 RBI. Again, I think he was acquired by a trade, so doesn't have. Oh, and that's it. They've seen enough of Brad. They're bringing in Rick Monday to. Oh, I'm sorry. They're bringing him to pinch hit. They've had enough of McCutchen. So Monday with a grounder to Travis at short. Short over to Mize at first. Cepeda does not come home. Remains at third. 2 outs now for Jimmy Rollins, the shortstop for Amazing Kitsunes. He is 1 for 3. He's got 1 game winning RBI. The 1-2 pitch, Rollins, and it's going to get down into center field in front of Reiser. The Amazing Kitsunes are going to beat Chicago. Somewhere in Canada, in Sarnia, is a man doing backflips as Chicago loses 2-1 to the Amazing Kitsunes. The box score. Well, Chicago had a whopping 4 hits and 1 run. The Amazing Kitsunes had 7 hits and 2 runs, and also 1 error. Of those 4 hits for Chicago, 3 of those came from George Brett. So they got some work to do in the batting cages before the next game. For the Amazing Kitsunes, Rollins went 2 for 4 and knocked in the game-winning run right there. And Cepeda went 2 for 4. The lone home run of the day that came from George Brett, who went 3 for 4. Tiant struck out 11, walked 8. Meanwhile, Valdez pitched 8 full innings and struck out 4, walked 1. And the game MVP is going to go to Ishmael Valdez, the pitcher for the Amazing Kitsunes, who went 8 full innings, allowed 3 hits, only 1 earned run, and that was a solo shot by George Brett. Struck out 4, walked 1, threw 110 pitches. So great game by Valdez. Another game that went right to the right down. I mean, it was close all the way again. So we've seen 2 very good close games today. Let's continue on. Dallas at Liverpool. Dallas whomps Liverpool 9-3. Avery with his 3rd win of the season. Wyatt goes 6-7. Manchester at Long Island. Long Island squeaks by Manchester 7-6. Fulmer gets his 5th win, while Eichhorn goes 2-2. Roush went 2 for 4 with a home run. Brooklyn at Canada. Well, this is where Canada needs to win this game and bring it a little closer to Chicago. Oh, and they do. They did. No doubter here. 11-2 by Canada over Brooklyn. Carlton, 17 wins, only 6 losses so far this year. Whitehill, in the meantime, for Brooklyn, goes 5-12 on the season. Vegas at Edmonton. Hopefully Bernie's still listening in the car. As Vegas defeats Edmonton 7-4. Rogers is now 2-1 on the season, while Bill Hands is 0-1. Longoria goes 2 for 4 with a home run. Chico's at Degens. Chico's, wow, 2 wins in a row for Chico's. That's some celebration time right there. Walter Johnson, his 7th win. He's 7-11 on the season, while Feller goes 3-7 on the year. Goose Goslin went 2 for 3. Fort Lee at Hagerstown. Hagerstown 9, Fort Lee 3. Spahn picks up his 15th win, while Stottlemyre drops his 3rd. Parker went 4 for 4 today and 2 doubles. Wow, nice performance there by Parker. All right, Cleveland at Lehigh. Lehigh gets another big win, 9-6 over Cleveland. Pollitt, his 4th win. He's 4-0 on the season, while Altrock drops to 9-15. Frisch went 3 for 3 with 2 stolen bases. Mid-Michigan at Lancaster. Lancaster shuts out Mid-Michigan 4-0. McNally gets his 11th win, while Wainwright gets his 11th loss. Hadley Lake at Florence. Hadley Lake 3, Florence 0. Plank with his 13th win. Cueto with his 7th loss. T-ville at San Fran. San Fran needs a big win here. Holy crap. Well, I didn't mean that big. It was 20-0. Excuse me for that reaction. But it was 20-0 San Fran over T-ville. This was a football score here. Lanier 8 for 2. We got to look at some of the. I'm sorry, we got to look at the box score on some of this. Speaker 3 for 5. Jeter 2 for 6. Williams 3 for 4. Rodriguez 2 for 5. Jensen 2 for 5. Carter 2 for 5. Cano 2 for 3. Williams hit a home run. Rodriguez hit a home run. Jensen hit a home run. Carter hit a home run. Cano hit a home run. 5 home runs for the Safecrackers. Meanwhile, for T-ville, they had a total of 4 hits. Wow, wow, wow. And T-ville was pulling people out of the stands to get the mound. They had to have run out of pitchers in that game. My goodness. Lanier went the distance on that. 9 innings pitched, only allowed 4 hits, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. Wow, 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 wow. Max Lanier also got the MVP on that game. Wow, what a shellacking. Carlos, sorry about that one too. Mid-Michigan at Lancaster and their doubleheader for the day. Mid-Michigan comes back and will win this one 4-2. Reinhardt 12-9 on the season. Tony goes to 15-8 on the season. All right, we still got 4 more days. My throat is getting tired. We're going to finish out the week. I was hoping to do a 3rd game, and I apologize, but my throat is really getting sore here. So we're just going to run out these 4 games, and we'll see where we're at If I get to the end, if I think I can go one more, I will, but don't hold your breath. All right. So here on August 4th, Thursday, Brooklyn at Chicago. And Chicago squeaks by Brooklyn 2-1. Mid-Michigan at Lancaster. Lancaster beats Mid-Michigan 4-2. T-ville at Degens. That's a much closer game for T-ville. 2-1 loss, though. Degens will take that win. Manchester at Long Island. Long Island defeats Manchester as Manchester continues to slide to the bottom of their division. Marshfield at Canada. Canada with a big win. 5-2 over Marshfield. Vegas at Edmonton. Oh, Edmonton beats Vegas 3-2. Koosman 13-10 on the season, while Waddell goes to 6-5. Fort Lee at Hagerstown. Fort Lee 3, Hagerstown 1. Cleveland at Chico's. Whoa, Chico's 3 in a row. My goodness, Felipe, my best pitcher in the season, 12-7. And Judge went 3 for 4 with a home run, his 12th of the year. St. Pete at Amazing. St. Pete 10, Amazing Kitsune's 6. Jenkins got his 9th win of the season. San Francisco at Lehigh. Well, you know what? Give me 1 minute. We can't auto this. These two teams are fighting it out for this division. Give me 1 minute. I will be right back, and we're going to play out the San Francisco Lehigh game. All right. There's no way we're going to just sim this game. These two teams are fighting it out for the division, and we can't just allow the sim to do that. I don't know if they're going to match up again or when they match up. I apologize. I looked ahead in the week earlier. I did not see this matchup. It completely slipped by me. So this was a shocker. I just didn't see these two teams playing. So we're going to play this out. We're at Comerica Park. Lehigh has home field advantage for this one. Stan Kowaleski will take the mound for San Francisco. He's got 25 starts in the year. He's 16-8 with an ERA of 3.24. It's his second start against Lehigh. He is 1-0 versus Lehigh with a 2.25 ERA. Cy Young is on the mound for Lehigh. He's got 24 starts. He's 14-6 with an ERA of 3.47. It's his third start against San Francisco, but he's 0-1 against San Fran with 3.06 ERA. San Francisco center fielder Tris Speaker is riding a 10-game hitting streak. We'll keep our eye on that one. It's 78 degrees. There's a wind speed of 8 miles per hour out to center field. And we have a light rain.
Play ball.
And again, on the other thing, I normally would apologize. We're seeing the second San Francisco game of the day. I don't like doing that. However, I am not sorry that we did that San Francisco T-ville game because that was such a fantastic game. So, leading it off for San Francisco Safecrackers, center fielder Tris Speaker, shortstop Derek Jeter will bat second, batting third, left fielder Ted Williams. In the cleanup spot, third baseman Alex Rodriguez. Batting fifth, first baseman Mo Vaughn. Batting sixth, right fielder Jackie Jensen. Designated hitter Christian Yelich will be in the seventh spot. Catcher Gary Carter in the eighth spot. And second baseman Robinson Cano will round out the batting lineup for the Safecrackers. In the field for Lehigh Lizards, we have left fielder Kurt Walker, center fielder Willie Mays, right fielder Dick Cox. I'll get to that later. Cecil Cooper at first, Craig Biggio at second, Ozzie Smith at shortstop. Ken Caminiti will be playing third base. Behind them, we're going to have to make a little bit of adjustment here. Our catcher, Bill Freehan, has decided to line up way back here. I don't know why. He'll be catching tonight for Cy Young. And we're going to have to do a quick, let's see, where is it? Park layout here. I don't know how this is going to work. There we go. We got to have to move that catcher up to where he's supposed to go. We'll also move the batters into the boxes. There we go. Everything else looks good. Once again, I don't know why this is my picture. I know I've got a field from Mike on this one that I've used before. And my apologies to Sil. Oh, that didn't take. What happened there? That did not take at all. Park layout. Can we try that again? Oh, maybe it's got to refresh. It'll probably refresh here in a minute. So we'll just go on. All right. So Tris Speaker will lead it off for Safecrackers. He comes into the game batting a .328 average. The pitch. Caminiti will make a great play at third base. Fire across the diamond to Cooper. That'll be the first out. Fantastic play. It says a great play. It was probably a fantastic play by Caminiti to not only get to that ball, but to make that throw. Now, Derek Jeter, and this still has not refreshed. We're going to give it a half an inning and see what happens here. Derek Jeter batting .294 this season. A pitch from Young. And Jeter goes down on strikes, and that brings up Ted Williams, batting .361 so far this year. And he goes down on strikes. Okay, well, it did not take. What is going on with this park layout? I mean, it was just, I see what I did. I didn't move the catcher. I moved the foul thing. There we go. That was a brilliant move. There we go. That should do it. And it did. Okay. Sorry about that. Somebody probably caught that over on here and probably screaming at me. Nope. Nobody else caught that. Okay. All right. Well, Craig Biggio. Let's take a look at the lineup first for the Lehigh Lizards. Well, as I said, second baseman Craig Biggio will lead it off. Rube Bressler, the designated hitter, will bat second. First baseman Cecil Cooper will bat third. And in the cleanup spot, center fielder Willie Mays. Batting fifth, third baseman Ken Caminiti. Batting sixth, right fielder Dick Cox. Batting seventh, left fielder Kurt Walker. Bill Freehan, catcher, will be batting eighth. And shortstop Ozzie Smith will round out the lineup for the Lehigh Lizards. In the field for the Safecrackers, we have Ted Williams in left field, Tris Speaker in center field, and Jackie Jensen in right field. Mo Vaughn at first, Robinson Cano at second, Derek Jeter playing short. A-Rod, the third baseman, and is he deep? I'm not going to bother with it, though. We have Carter here, who doesn't want to make his appearance in the game. And on the mound, Kovaleski. Craig Biggio will lead it off for Lehigh Lizards, batting .278 so far this season. As Kovaleski delivers the first pitch. Biggio with a bunt to try and reach base. Rodriguez will come up and field that cleanly and get it to Cano, who's covering first for the first out. And that brings up Rube Bressler. And Rube Bressler comes in batting 267 this year. And this is going to get down into center field in front of Tris Speaker. He'll fire that back into cutoff. Bressler with a single. Cecil Cooper now up, batting 306 this year. There's the pitch. A big, deep, high fly ball to center field. Speaker back towards the track. Makes the grab. Bressler will retreat back to first. 2 outs now for Willie Mays, batting 343 this season. Wow, big batting average there for Willie Mays. Kovaleski will deliver. Willie Mays is going to get another hit into left center field. Speaker will come from center field to cover to field it. He makes the throw to third, and he was caught stealing. My goodness, what a play. Rodriguez makes the tag for the third out at third base. That's the second time we've seen that today in 2 different games. All right, for the Safecrackers, Rodriguez, Vaughn, and Jensen will make a plate appearance this half inning for sure. A-Rod leading it off, coming in with a 238 average. Young delivers. A-Rod will liner to Biggio at second, who'll make the grab for the first out. Mo Vaughn now steps up, batting 211. And he'll go down on strikes. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Cy Young, and who's now going to face off against right fielder Jackie Jensen. And Jensen goes down on strikes to end the inning. We go to the bottom of 2, where Lehigh Lizards will see Caminiti, Cox, and Walker. All right, let's see. Ken Caminiti, batting 253 this season. And he'll drive this one into shallow right field. Jensen on the run, makes the grab. That'll be the first out. Dick Cox. I have got so many jokes. They're just too easy. This is softball right here. All right, Dick Cox, who's now up to bat with a 200. Dick Cox is swinging his wood. He'll take the pitch. It's a grounder. Kovaleski will come over and cover first. Vaughn will underhand it to Kovaleski. Kovaleski, who had to cover off the mound for the second out. And that brings up Kurt Walker. Kurt Walker batting a low 180 so far this year. Kovaleski delivers. Walker will drive this one high. Fly ball in the right field. Jensen, he doesn't even have to make a move. Makes the grab for the third out. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to be taking a couple drink breaks more than I had before because of my throat. Yelich, Carter, and Cano all due up for the Safecrackers. Batters 7, 8, and 9. Christian Yelich comes in with a 231 average so far this season. Cy Young with 4 strikeouts delivers. Yelich strikes out his 5th batter already here in the top of 3. Gary Carter, catcher for Safecrackers, comes in with a 226 average. The 2-2 pitch. Carter drives this one high, fly ball into left field. Oh, this one's really high, really deep, and really gone. A big solo shot home run for catcher Gary Carter. 355-footer. His 19th home run of the season. All right. Well, so Safecrackers will draw first blood in this game. They now lead it by 1 with 1 out for Robinson Cano. Robinson Cano with a nice 321 average. Goes down on strikes. That's 6 strikeouts for Cy Young. Wow, Cy Young having a heck of a night. 6 strikeouts already, and we're only in the top of 3. Tris Speaker, we're back to the top of the lineup for San Fran. Tris Speaker's 0 for 1. He's a grounder to Caminiti. Caminiti fires across the diamond to Cooper. Makes it the grab for the third out. We go to the bottom of 3 where the Lizards trail. 1 run comes across off of 1 hit for the Safecrackers. Bill Freehan will lead it off for the Lehigh Lizards. Freehan with a 229 average this year. And this is going to get into left field in front of Ted Williams for a leadoff single for the Lehigh Lizards. Ozzie Smith, the ninth batter in the lineup for the Lehigh Lizards, now up, batting a 185 average. Bill Freehand not taking any kind of a lead off of first. Kovaleski doesn't even appear to be worried about him. Will deliver to Smith. Oh, it's a bunt. Kovaleski comes up and makes the grab, fires to one in plenty of time, gets the batter, but the lead runner makes it to second. For Craig Biggio. Now, Craig Biggio comes in. He's got 59 RBIs so far this year, and he's got that runner on second. Here's the pitch, and this is down the first baseline. Once again, Kovaleski will cover the bag. Well, oh boy, Vaughn will pick it up, try and beat out the run rather than throw to Kovaleski, who was covering, and Biggio will beat it out. So now the Lehigh Lizards have runners on the corners, for Rube Bressler. Well, Rube is 1 for 1 so far in the game. By the way, Biggio has 26 steals so far in the season, and he's on 1 with second base open. Bressler is 1 for 1. He lined a single up the middle. So with 1 out, runners on the corners, will Biggio try and make it his 27th steal of the year? Nope, he's not going anywhere. Bressler, liner to Jeter, will make the grab. Both runners are going to have to hold up. Great play by Jeter to make that grab, and it was a leaping catch by Jeter. Both runners have to hold up. Now 2 outs for the Lizards. They need that run to at least tie it as Cecil Cooper steps up. Cecil Cooper with 46 RBIs so far this year, and a runner right there on third base. The 0-2 pitch to Jeter at short. Jeter will fire all the way to 1. Mo Vaughn grabs it, and that'll be the third out. So the Lizards with 2 hits and the runner on third with only 1 out can't get him home, unable to score with that situation. We go to the top of 4 where Derek Jeter, who just made the last out, will lead it off for the Safecrackers. Here's the pitch to Jeter. Jeter, this is going to get past Smith at short into left field. Walker, will come up and field it. Jeter with a leadoff single for the Safecrackers. So Cy Young still has 6 strikeouts. Keeping his eye on Jeter. Face off now against Ted Williams. Well, Ted Williams has a .360 average, 28 home runs, and 85 RBIs. What is Cy Young going to do? Well, first Cy Young's going to fire over to 1 and try and get Jeter, but not in time. Jeter will remain at first. Still taking a little bit of a lead over there. And they're not afraid of Ted Williams. Cy Young says, I'm going after Ted Williams, and he gets him, strikes him out. Now to face off against Alex Rodriguez. The 1-1 pitch to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets hit by Cy Young. Puts the runners on first and second with only 1 out for Mo Vaughn. Mo Vaughn with 81 RBIs this year. Takes the pitch, and he'll drive this one. Well, it's a high fly ball into shallow right field. Dick Cox will come up and field that one to get the second out. And that brings up Jackie Jensen, who also has 57 RBIs this year with runners on first and second. 2 outs. Cy Young, the 0-2 pitch, and he goes down on strikes. That'll end that inning. So 1 hit for the Safecrackers, but no runs. We go to the bottom of 4. The Lehigh Lizards will see Willie Mays, Caminiti, and Cox all at bat. Willie Mays 1 for 1 so far in this game. Takes the pitch. Drives this one high into left field. Williams to his left. Ted Williams makes the catch for the first out. Ken Caminiti, he's 0 for 1. He'll take the pitch. Oh, right back to Kovaleski at the mound. He fields it, makes the throw to Vaughn in plenty of time to get that run out for 2 outs. And Dick Cox. Let's see if Dick Cox can draw a couple of balls. And on the 1-2 pitch, he drives this one into deep left field. Ted Williams back towards the track will make this grab. All right, I'm done with the Dick Cox jokes. Oh, boy. It's going to be a hard one not to. Oh, didn't mean that one either. All right. We go to the top of 5. Christian Yelich will lead it off for the Safecrackers. Batters 7, 8, and 9. All due up. Yelich drives this one into right field. Cox back towards the track. Makes the grab. That'll be the first out for Gary Carter. Facing one out. He's 1 for 1 in the game. And, a nice shot up the middle. Willie Mays picks it up, fires it back in, but Carter with a 1-out single for Robinson Cano, the 9th batter in the lineup for the Safecrackers. Oh, and he goes down strikes. That's the 9th strikeout of the game for Cy Young. Had to sneeze there. All right. The 9th strikeout of the game for Cy Young, who has not walked anyone so far in this game. Now faces off against the top of the lineup, Tris Speaker, but he's 0 for 2 so far tonight. The pitch to Speaker. Speaker, high, fly ball. Pop up, actually, towards third base. Caminiti will get under this one. That'll be the 3rd out. As we go to the bottom of 5, we're going to see batters 7, 8, and 9 all due up for the Lehigh Lizards. Kurt Walker, 0 for 1 so far. And a hard grounder to Rodriguez at third. He fires all the way across to Mo Vaughn, makes the grab. That's the first out. That brings up Bill Freehan. Bill Freehan lined a single his last at bat. Takes the pitch. It's a grounder to Mo Vaughn at first. Kovaleski will come off the mound to cover the bag. Mo Vaughn with a little toss to Kovaleski gets him out for the 2nd out. Ozzie Smith comes up. Ozzie Smith with a low 185 average so far this year. The 1-2 pitch, and Smith goes down on strikes as we end the bottom of 5 and go to the top of 6. Jeter to start it off for the Safecrackers. Safecrackers still lead the game 1-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Jeter. Back to Biggio at second. Biggio over to 1-1. Cooper will grab that one for the first out. Ted Williams having a great season. 28 home runs so far this year. Goes down on strikes again. I believe that's the second. I have to look at that, but I believe that was the 2nd strikeout of the game for Ted Williams from Cy Young. And that's the 10th strikeout, by the way, from Cy Young tonight. Cy Young with 84 pitches, showing no signs of fatigue at all. Just rock solid, striking him down. Faces off now against A-Rod. Well, A-Rod drives this one into left field, but this is going to go into the stands foul. And he'll get another chance at this. It's the 0-2 pitch from Young. And he'll go down on strikes. Cy Young, 200 strikeout of the season for Cy Young and his 11th of the game. Well, we just saw a little bit of a milestone in the game. Some good games here and seeing a whole bunch of nice things happening. So Cy Young having a great season, 200 strikeouts this year. Wow, 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 wow. We go to the bottom of 6. Lehigh will see Biggio, Bressler, and Cooper all due up. Biggio has a hit. He singled on the infield in the 3rd. And, this is deep in left field. This is gone. It's a home run, number 12 for Greg Biggio. A 409-footer over left center field wall. His 12th home run of the season. That little 8-mile-an-hour wind might have helped a little bit, but I think that was gone no matter what that wind was doing. That was a hard shot, and that will tie up the game. Rube Bressler down back up. 1 for 2 tonight. And this is high fly ball in center field. Speaker to his right. He's under that one. That's the first out. Cecil Cooper, 0 for 2 so far tonight, but he's having a good season with a 304 average. And he's going to drive this one deep into right field. Jensen at the corner. My goodness, right at the corner. Makes that grab for the 2nd out. That brings up Willie Mays. Willie Mays also having a fantastic season with a 344 average. He's 1 for 2 already this evening. And this is going to get down into left field. That's the 2nd hit for Mays. They're calling a poor play off of Rodriguez. I'd call it just a good hit by Mays. So Mays with 2 hits so far tonight, and that brings up Ken Caminiti. Mays not taking much of a lead, though. But there goes Mays. Oh, but he strikes out Caminiti to end that inning. We go to the top of 7. 1 run came across off of 2 hits for Lehigh, and they tied the game up 1-1. Mo Vaughn will lead it off for the San Francisco Safecrackers. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight. This one he's driving into right. Oh, this is deep. This is high. This is gone. Another leadoff solo shot, this time for the Safecrackers. Mo Vaughn with a 375-footer over right center field wall. His 26th home run of the year. My goodness, we're seeing some deep balls tonight. And that deep ball, Dick Cox could do nothing but look at that deep ball go right over his head. Jackie Jensen, 0 for 2 so far in the game. And Jackie Jensen's driving this one deep into left field, but not deep enough. Walker gets to that one for the first out. Christian Yelich now back up. And Yelich draws a walk from Cy Young. That's the first walk of the game from Cy Young. He's got 98 pitches thrown and walked his very first batter of the evening. So Cy Young, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's also allowed 2 home runs in the game. Now to face off against Gary Carter. Well, Gary Carter's got a hot bat tonight. He's 2 for 2. He's hit a solo, one of the ones that hit a solo shot home run earlier in the 3rd, and then lined a single up the middle in the 5th. This time on the 0-2 pitch, Carter drives this one deep. Another home run. This time it's a 2 RBI shot by Carter. So Carter, 3 hits, 2 of them home runs. It's a 361-footer, 20th of the year. Well, I think we already know who the MVP is going to be in this game. Wow. What a game we got going on here. Safecrackers now lead it 4-1 over Lehigh. And it's such a shame that Cy Young is pitching such a fantastic game. Got his 200th strikeout of the season. But he's allowed 3 home runs tonight and 4 runs off of those home runs. Oh, boy. What a heartbreaker for Cy Young. Steve, you know darn well that MV is going to be saying something about this with Cy Young. All right, Robinson Cano, it's the 9th bat in the lineup for the Safecrackers. He's back up. He is 0 for 2 so far in this game. Cano with a little dribbler back up towards second. Biggio in plenty of time will grab this one. Fires to Cooper at 1 for the 2nd out. We're back to the top of the lineup for the Safecrackers. Tris Speaker will lead it off. Cy Young to Speaker. Speaker, liner to Biggio. Biggio makes a fantastic dive to grab this one and make that 3rd out. And they needed that to end that inning. We go to the 7th inning stretch. All right, so the Safecrackers saw 3 runs come across off of 2 hits at the top, in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Dick Cox will lead it off for the Lehigh Lizards. And here's the pitch from Kovaleski to Cox. Cox gets it up. Rodriguez gives chase. And he'll make the grab in foul territory for the 1st out. That brings up Kurt Walker. Kurt Walker 0 for 2 tonight with a 179 average on the season. That's not what you're looking for when you're running behind by 3. Rodriguez will grab this one off of a grounder on 3rd and fire over to Vaughn. And that'll be the 2nd out. Bill Freehan, he's batting 8th in the lineup for Lehigh Lizards. He does have a hit so far in this game. He lined a single back in the 3rd. This time he'll take the walk from Kovaleski. Kovaleski now 1 walk and 2 strikeouts in this game. He's also given up 6 hits and 1 home run. All right, Ozzie Smith now, the 9th batter for the Lehigh Lizards up. And it's a grounder back to Jeter at short. Jeter makes an amazing play and then makes the throw to one. Wow, wow, wow. What a great play by Jeter to get that third out. We're going to the top of 8 where Lehigh still leads. I'm sorry, San Francisco still leads Lehigh by 3. After 7, San Francisco has 5 hits, 4 runs, and they've left 3 on base. The Lizards have 6 hits, 1 run, and left 5 on base. Derek Jeter, who just made that fantastic play at shortstop to lead it off for San Fran. Here's the pitch to Jeter, and Jeter goes down on strikes. That's the 12th strikeout of the game today. So we've seen 2 pitchers throw 11 strikeouts, and now we've seen a pitcher throw 12 today. Ted Williams now up. Let's take a look. Ted Williams, yes, he's got 3 strikeouts today. He struck out all 3 plate appearances so far in this game. So Ted Williams with the hat trick and strikeouts. This time he drives one into down the right foul territory, but that's going to get in the stands. So Ted Williams with the 0-2 pitch. Boy, they are not messing around with Ted Williams. He struck out 3, and Cy Young's going right after him again. Not one ball. It's an 0-2 count. And Ted Williams with a high fly ball into right center field. Cox at the track makes the grab. So Ted Williams finally gets the bat on it. But it's still an out as we go. I'm sorry, that's only the second out. My apologies. That's only the second out. I'm rushing things a little bit. Well, we will go to Alex Rodriguez at bat, though. Alex Rodriguez 0 for 2 so far in this game. And he'll drive a hard shot grounder to Caminiti at third. He'll fire over to Cooper in plenty of time for the third out. Now we go to the bottom of 8. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Lehigh still trails by 3. Biggio, who's 2 for 3 tonight. Biggio bunted to third, singled on in the infield in the 3rd inning, and then hit that big solo shot home run in the 6th. Back up to bat.
Dead ball.
And, well, Kovaleski says you're not going to get a home run off of this one and plunks him right in the head. Now Bressler steps up. He's 1 for 3. Oh, they're bringing in Stuffy McInnes to pinch hit. Kovaleski throws over to 1 to Biggio. To Vaughn. Biggio back in time. So let's take a quick look at Stuffy McInnes, who comes in. He's batting batting a 333 average. Oh boy, let me get caught up on my words here. He's got 15 hits off of 45 at bats, 6 RBIs. He'll take the pitch from Kovaleski, and he's going to get another hit. This is going to get down in front of Jensen at right field. McInnes will round first. He's in safely for his 3rd double of the season, while Biggio hoofs it out to third base. So with no outs, Lehigh showing some life here with runners at 2nd and 3rd for Cecil Cooper, the 3rd batter in the lineup. But now Cooper's coming in so far in this game. He's hitless in this game. He's 0 for 3. But he's got 46 RBIs on the season, and he's over a 300 batting average on the year. Kovaleski to Cooper. Oh, he goes down on strikes. Oh, the woes continue for Cooper tonight with runners on 2nd and 3rd and no outs. Ooh, what a waste of an opportunity. Now, Willie Mays, who's 2 for 3 tonight and batting 346. I mean, if I was, managing, I think most people here would probably purposely walk Willie Mays. Will the manager make the call here to do that and face off against Caminiti? No, they're going after Mays. Mays will hit this one into center field. Over Speaker's head. Oh my goodness, it's a double. What a mistake. He drives in 2 runs. It's a 2 RBI double for Willie Mays. My goodness. And that's why you put somebody like that on and then face off against Caminiti. You got Caminiti, Cox, and Walker all up after that. Wow, 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 wow. All right, so Safecrackers bring it back within 1. Now trail by 1 to San Francisco. 1 out. Willie Mays on 2nd in scoring position for Ken Caminiti. Ken Caminiti is 0 for 3 so far in the game. Kovaleski, it's a grounder to Mo Vaughn. Kovaleski has to come off the mound to cover the base. Vaughn with a toss gets the batter out. Meanwhile, Willie Mays gets to 3. Dick Cox is now back up. He is 0 for 3 tonight. And Kowaleski will deliver to Cox. Oh, it's a base hit. It's going to get down in center field. And just like that, the game's all tied up. Oh, boy, you got to just wonder, was that a mistake to let Willie Mays, to go after Willie Mays and not walk him? Oy. Wow, wow, wow. Game is all tied up. We're back to a 4-4 game. We are seeing some fantastic games tonight. So an RBI single for Cox ties the game up for the Lizards. And now Kurt Walker is up to bat. Kowaleski delivers to Walker. It's the 0-2 pitch. Walker sends this one into right field, but that's going to get into the stands as a foul ball. Kowaleski has the 0-2 count against Walker. Walker takes the pitch. And this one is going to get down in front of Speaker. Cox to second. Walker to first. No runners on first and second for Bill Freehan, who's got a hit so far tonight. In fact, the Lehigh Lizards now have 10 hits so far in this game. Kowaleski delivers the 1-2 ball. And to Jensen in right field. Cox is not going to round third. Cox is going to hold up. That might have been a cock up by Cox. That brings up Ozzie Smith, batting 9th in the lineup for the Lizards. Bases loaded. Now Kowaleski really in trouble here. 114 pitches so far. Carter's going to go. They should have gone out and talked to Kowaleski a long time ago. Kowaleski delivers. Smith, high fly ball into center field. Oh, this one is deep. Speaker back to the track. Makes the grab for the third out. Wow, but not before 3 runs come across off of 5 hits for the Lehigh Lizards, and the game is back to being tied. We are in the 9th inning. Mo Vaughn will lead it off for the Safecrackers. And it's a grounder to Biggio at second. He fires over to Cooper at 1 for the first out. Jackie Jensen.
Strike 3. Hero.
And he'll go down. That's the 13th strikeout of the game for Cy Young. Well, I said that, it was a shame that Cy Young was having this, but now here it comes back. Is Lehigh going to be able to pull this one out? Well, he's going to deliver to Yelich, but Yelich is going to get a base hit. This is going to get down into right field. Yelich with a 2-out single for Gary Carter. Gary Carter, 3 for 3. He's already got 2 home runs today. Is that going to continue? Can that continue? Against Cy Young, by the way, who's having a fantastic game. Here's the pitch. Carter, nope, it's not. It's going to be to shortstop Ozzie Smith. He'll fire to Biggio at second. That'll be the third out. We go to the bottom of 9, where the Lehigh Lizards only need a run to end the game. Safecrackers hoping to extend it until they can get another run scored. Biggio, 2 for 3 for so far this evening. And there's a chopper to Jeter at short. Over to Mo Vaughn. That'll be the first out. Stuffy McInnis comes back up to the plate. He came in as a pinch hitter, and he is batting .348 on the season. 16 hits off of 46 at bats. And they're pulling McInnis to bring in Jeff Bagwell. Well, I don't know that I think I might save Jeff Bagwell to come in for a batter that's maybe has a little bit worse batting average, but what the hell do I know, guys? And Bagwell gets walked by Kowaleski. So now a runner on first for Cecil Cooper. Cecil Cooper 0 for 4 tonight. This is where you might have wanted to bring Bagwell in to hit and let Stuffy see what Stuffy could have done. Well, Cooper is going to pop this one up towards between center and third. Who's going to grab this one? Looks like Rodriguez is going to come over and grab this one for the second out. And that'll bring up Willie Mays. Willie Mays having a great game. He's got a 16-game winning RBI so far this season. He's lined a single in the first, flied to left center. Then he grounded a single and then doubled to left center. He's got 3 hits so far today. Kovaleski fires over to 1. Bagwell gets back in time, still taking a very big lead there off of first. Mays still waiting for the pitch from Kovaleski. It's the 1-1 pitch. It's to Rodriguez at third. He's going to fire to Cano at second and get the lead runner for the third out. We got another extra inning baseball game. We go to the top of 10, where San Francisco will start off with Robinson Cano. He's hitless tonight, but he's got a good .317 average on the season. And he goes down on strikes. The 14th strikeout of the day from Cy Young. Goodness gracious, what a performance by Cy Young. 138 pitches so far in this game through 9 full innings and 9 1/3 innings to be exact, as he faces off against Tris Speaker. Tris Speaker, another hitless wonder tonight, 0 for 4. We know that he was not the one. Ted Williams was the one that struck out so many times, but he's had a hard night tonight as well. And this is going to be down, a grounder to third. Caminiti will fire to Cooper, and that'll be the second out. So 0 for 5 for Tris Speaker in this game. As Derek Jeter, who does have a hit, takes the pitch. And, there's a bouncer to Smith at short. To Cooper. It's going to be close. Not in time. Jeter is safe at first. 2 outs for Ted Williams. Ted Williams is the one. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. Well, he's 0 for 4 tonight, and he struck out his first 3 at-bats. Jeter with a huge lead. Are they going to allow Jeter to steal before Williams tries to hit? Let's find out. Well, Young's going to fire over to 1. Jeter will get back. Oh, boy, and Jeter says, okay, well, I'm not going to take such a big lead this time. And now he's holding it much closer to the bag. Here's the pitch to full count to Williams. Oh, hey, the first time Williams makes it to the base, and it's off a walk, and that's only the second walk of the game from Cy Young. Alex Rodriguez also hitless in this game so far for the Safecrackers. Freehan will walk out and talk to Young. The pitch, and Rodriguez, the 15th strikeout of the day for Cy Young. Wow. Wow. All right, Kovaleski, 131 pitches so far in this game. He's staying on the mound. And he's going to face off Caminiti, leading it off here in the bottom of 10 for the Lehigh Lizards. Caminiti goes down on strikes. That's Kovaleski's 4th strikeout of the game. Got a long way to go if he plans on catching up to Cy Young now. Dick Cox is 1 for 4, so Dick Cox was able to lay some wood down today. This one he's going to drive into right field, and that's going to get. Oh, it's caught by Jensen at the in the stands. Jensen reaches in and grabs that one right before it hits somebody's popcorn. So 2 outs now, as Kovaleski faces off against Kurt Walker. Kurt Walker 1 for 4. And Walker will get walked. And that'll bring up Bill Freehan. So Walker on first. Bill Freehan is 2 for 3 tonight. He's on a 7-game winning RBI. Not streak. He's got 7-game winning RBIs this season. Kovaleski fires over to 1, but Walker back in plenty of time. In fact, Walker's taking now a bigger lead. He said, if that's the best you can do, I'm going to take a bigger lead off of you. Fires to Freehan. Kovaleski will come over and cover the bag. Uh-oh, a poor play. Oh, no, a poor play by Mo Vaughn will allow Freehan to reach first. Wow. So now runners on first and second with 2 outs for Ozzie Smith, the last batter in the lineup, who's struggling hard this season as it is with a 183 average. Smith, grounder to Cano at second. Cano will fire to Jeter at second, who's covering second. And that will be the third out. We go to the top of 11. Speaking of Mo Vaughn, he needs to correct what he just did there. About didn't err what didn't cost him, but it could have cost him severely. He'll lead it off for the Safecrackers. Cy Young with 156 pitches and 15 strikeouts remains on the mound. Cy Young delivers. Oh, what a shot by Mo Vaughn. Wow, over right field wall for a solo shot home run. 359 footers, 27th of the season, is second for the day. Cy Young has struck out 15, and he's given up 8 hits, 4 home runs given up by Cy Young. So 15 strikeouts and 4 home runs. My goodness, what? This is absolutely insane. Welcome. Let's see. We got Yoko came in. Welcome, Yoko. You missed your game earlier. It was a good one, a very good one. And Dwayne, welcome, Dwayne. Thank you for coming by. All right, so here in the bottom of the top of 11, the Safecrackers will take the lead by 1 with no outs, and Jackie Jensen up. Now, Jackie Jensen's hitless today. Takes the pitch, drives this one into right field, deep, but Cox will get this one in the corner for the first out. Christian Yelich got a hit his last plate appearance. But this time Yelich goes down. That's his 16th strikeout for Cy Young today. Cy Young is earning the Cy Young Award just today alone. Gary Carter. Gary Carter is 3 for 4. He's got 2 home runs already today. And that's it. Cy Young can go no further. They're going to bring in Bruce Rondon to pitch. So Cy Young steps off the mound, but what an amazing performance. 16 strikeouts, only 2 walks. But on the other hand, he's given up 4 home runs. Let's take a quick look at Bruce Rondon. He'll come in with 13 games so far this season, 16 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 6 hits and 4 earned runs. He's allowed 1 home run. Struck out 18, walked 7. He's got a nice 2.16 ERA, 0 wins, 1 loss, and 2 saves. Well, he can't get a loss or a save today, but he could get a win if he can. If the Lehigh here, well, that was a strikeout, by the way, by Rondon to end that inning. So if Lehigh can score a run to keep it going, they can still win this game. Biggio, the top of the batting order. Lehigh in the best spot they can be in here to try and keep this game going. Biggio, who's 2 for 4 tonight, will lead it off. Kovaleski delivers to Biggio. It's a grounder to Mo Vaughn, and nobody covers the bag. Mo Vaughn can't get to it in time. In fact, he's going to be charged with an error on that. So there you go. An error by Mo Vaughn, who made a mistake last inning as well, allows the leadoff batter, to become a leadoff runner. Now Biggio taking a big lead. Kovaleski, with 152 pitches in this game, will face off against Jeff Bagwell. Jeff Bagwell came in to pinch hit his last at bat back in the 9th, and he was walked, so he doesn't have an official at bat yet. But he has a .339 average and 17 RBIs, 4 home runs. Biggio, big lead. Kovaleski will fire to 1, and Biggio back in time. And Biggio still taking a nice lead off of first. Kovaleski delivers to Bagwell. Bagwell will drive this one. Oh, liner to Jeter. Jeter makes a grab. That is the first out. Kovaleski now with 155 pitches thrown so far. Stays on the mound to face off against Cecil Cooper. Cecil Cooper 0 for 5 tonight. Struggling hard as the third batter in the lineup for the Lehigh Lizards. Cooper, this is a pop-up towards second. It's going to be behind second. Cano back to the grass will get this one for the second out. So, Lehigh Lizards down to their last gasp right here. 2 outs. Biggio on first. Big lead. Willie Mays, 3 for 5. Willie Mays has 16 game-winning RBIs this season with 3 hits out of 5 plate appearances, 5 at-bats. Can he keep this going? Biggio, why has he not stolen second yet? A lot of questions going on here. Let's see what happens. Kovaleski delivers to
Strike
Mays
three.
and strikes him out to end the game. The San Francisco Safecrackers cracked the Lizards and beat them 5-4. Whoa. They broke into that vault and stole that one from Cy Young. 5-4. Let's take a look at this. San Fran, 8 hits, 5 runs, 1 error committed. Lehigh, 12 hits, only 4 runs, and no errors. For San Fran, Jeter went 2 for 5. Vaughn went 2 for 5 with 2 home runs. Gary Carter, catcher, went 3 for 5 with 2 home runs. Over for the Lehigh Lizards, Biggio went 2 for 5 with a home run. Mays went 3 for 6. And Freehand went 3 for 4. So Lehigh Lizards only had 1 home run in the game. The Safecrackers had 4 home runs and still it was a close game. Kovaleski went 11 full innings pitched, allowed 12 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 home run, struck out 5, and walked 3. Meanwhile, Cy Young went 10 and 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 of those were home runs, struck out 16, walked 2. Then Rondon came in, only pitched against 1 batter, struck him out. So it was a great performance by Rondon. And the MVP today is going to go to Gary Carter, who went 3 for 5, 2 home runs. And boy, what a shame that was in my opinion, that was Cy Young's MVP all day long. What a performance by Cy Young. I know he gave up 4 home runs, but 16 strikeouts. You just don't see that. You just don't see that. All right, let's finish out the Thursday the 4th. We have Dallas at Liverpool. And Dallas takes Liverpool 3-2. Hadley Lake at Florence. By the way, Tannehill gets his 10th win, and McLean 16 wins, but 10 losses after that game. Hadley Lake at Florence. Hadley Lake takes it 6-3 over Florence. Syndergaard is 4-5 on the season. Meanwhile, Teheran drops to 4-9. McCovey goes 3 for 4 with a home run. And to round out this day, T-ville at the D-Gens. Whoa, a drubbing by T-ville. They shut out the D-Gens 10-0. Pennock gets his 9th win of the season. Meanwhile, McDowell, Blackjack McDowell goes to 5-4. Pennock pitched a complete game and struck out 7. All right. Well, I'm just wondering if anybody else. Oh boy, I hate to sim these damn San Francisco Lehigh games, and I was just wondering if I should. Let's go ahead and sim today, and then maybe we'll pause it and see if anybody wants to take it later on tonight or something, and maybe play a couple more games out. I cannot do 4. My throat just will not allow me to do it. So let's just go ahead and sim through the 5th. Brooklyn at Chicago. Whoa, Chicago 12-1 over Brooklyn. Rixey goes 18-3 on the season. Meanwhile, Gaussman goes 5-15. Cooney went 4 for 4 with a double. Marshfield at Canada. Canada beats Marshfield 9-3. Benton goes 3-0 on the season, while Quinn drops his 12th. Segura 3 for 4 with a home run. Vegas at Edmonton. Vegas squeaks by Edmonton 5-4. Thornton gets his 4th win. Gomez his first loss of the year. Lancaster at Hadley Lake. Hadley Lake takes Lancaster 7-1. White goes 9-11 for the season. Meanwhile, Walters loses his 8th. Sisler 5 for 5 and a stolen base. T-ville at D-Gens. Oh, this time D-Gens gets a little bit of revenge off of T-ville and beats them 8-2. Joss goes 12-12 on the season. Meanwhile, Babe Ruth gets his 2nd loss of the year. Cleveland at Chico's. Chico's takes the loss from Cleveland. Seaver goes to 7-10, his 10th loss of the season. Meanwhile, Asuna gets his 2nd win. St. Pete at Amazing. Amazing tops St. Pete 4-3. Lee gets his 11th win. He's 11-10 on the season. Meanwhile, Turner drops his 3rd. Long Island at Dallas. Dallas beats Long Island 4-2. Bedrosian gets his Yeah, Bedrosian gets goes 2-1 on the season. Wagner gets his third loss for the year. Hagerstown at Manchester. Oh, well, here you go, Dwayne. You just came in. Let's see what Hagerstown can do. Then they destroy Manchester 6-3. Porcello, he's 8-8 for the year. Meanwhile, Masuna is 9 for 9. Pedroia goes 3 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs. San Francisco at Lehigh. We're going to go ahead and autoplay this one. I can't do it. Oh no, San Francisco beats Lehigh again, 2 in a row. Wood gets his 12th win. Meanwhile, Mordecai Brown gets his 6th loss of the season to go 15-6. Oh, that would have been a good game. See, this is why I should have probably paused it. See, we are not going to play Saturday out. We're going to pause it in case somebody else. That's a great game. That's a great matchup. We don't want to ruin it with an autoplay. Liverpool at Fort Lee, and Fort Lee takes the win 11-8 over Liverpool. Wow, that's a big loss by Liverpool there. Wilson gets his third win. Morgan goes 2 for 4. Meanwhile, Marischal is 12-12 on the year for Liverpool. All right. We are going to pause it there. Normally, we like to do a whole week when we do broadcasts. I've done 3 full games. My throat can't handle it. And you know what? If I'm not mistaken, on Saturday, there's probably going to be some good matchups. Let's just double check. Yes. I'm sorry. Oh no, there was only a 2-game. Oh, doggone, it was a 2-game series. Well, I'm still going to pause it because my throat just can't handle 2 more days. So whoever picks it up next can run an extra couple days. But let's take a quick look at the lineup. At the standings in the Earth Division. Liverpool only 2 games over Hagerstown. Hagerstown picked up some ground today. They were 4.5 game at the back, 4.5 games back at the beginning of the month. Now only 2 games back. In the Win Division, San Francisco picked up some ground and now trails Lehigh by 1.5. Those 2-game win streak by San Francisco over Lehigh really helped them out a lot. Meanwhile, Canada picked up a little bit of a ground on Chicago, who now only has a 4-game lead over Canada. Was 5 at the beginning of the week. And over in the Water Division, Amazing and Mid-Michigan still locked up, tied up, while Hadley Lake is only a game back. So this is a great race going on in the Water Division. Quick look at some leaders. Jackson leading batting. Apier has the best ERA of the season so far. Team batting goes to Liverpool. Team pitching goes to Canada. Tiant has 21 wins for this season for Chicago. Home runs goes to Williams. Oh, excuse me. Meanwhile, run batted in. Mays from Lehigh has 107. Nathan has the most saves with 21 for between Vegas and Florence. Larkin has 45 stolen bases. Williams with the most walks, 106 walks. Well, we saw a few of those today for sure. Strikeouts goes to Vance from Dallas with 289. And Apier also has the best whip of the season with an 894. All right. I'm sorry. I would like I said, I would love to have finished out the week. It's been I think it's been 2.5 hours. I just can't go any farther. My throat is killing me. We called some great games. We saw a lot of really good games today. So I've got to end it there. I'd like to thank, let's see, David, thank you for coming in. Yoko came by. Thank you. Steve, but you were not happy, but on pins and needles with your game. Bernie, I hope you enjoyed your drive. If you're still driving, please continue that drive safely. Get home safe. Dwayne came by. Thank you, Dwayne. I don't know if I said Dwayne already. I know we saw Beatles. Night Raven snuck in. I don't know if he saw. Carlos was here, and he was the first one in the stadium, as a matter of fact. Am I missing anybody? Oh yeah, I know Aaron Reed came by. Hopefully he'll do some Sims, some broadcasts this season. And I believe Midlife Crisis came by. I don't know how long he hung out, but he was here. So we had a nice crowd today. I want to thank everybody for coming by. We really needed to get some baseball in. It's been way too long since we've seen some baseball games. So I was happy to do that. I will definitely broadcast again this week, and I'm sure Bernie probably will as well. And maybe we'll see Aaron Reed or someone else step up. Yoko, maybe again. Otherwise, like I said, it's been 2.5 hours, long 2.5 hours. I want to thank everybody. I hope everybody had a good time. I know I did. And we will see you around the Discord. Goodbye, everybody.